Yes, good evening. Welcome back to Football Heritage TV. It's a late night live score show, and we've got Perchy this way. We've got Perchy this way. That's really weird because I'm pointing the other way. Perchy, how are you? You're alive.
I am. Love Island's finished. We're the final was yesterday. Now I'm gonna watch a little bit of football. I thought, do you know what? Like, people haven't really got my opinion. They've kind of got my opinion through everything. Oh, this is what. But I was really getting my opinion on the circumstances of what's going on. So whilst we watch some football, we can have a little chinwag about whatever.
Yeah, and there's loads of games tonight, and we've both got Accas on. So for anyone asking about Accas, the Accas are on the scrolling bar. But get over to OK Jersey. You can get that shirt that he's got, this shirt I've got, all the World Cup shirts. You can get all of the brand new shirts for next season as soon as they come out as well. Code Savva, and you get 8% off. We've got the live scores for you. Atletico Madrid. I see that really rubbish Lookman is playing and doing well again, Perchy. Shame we didn't think about someone like Lookman, isn't it? Not good enough.
Such a terrible attitude, isn't he? What an awful attitude terrible. He's got.
So what was it? Is it Chris? Chris CC telling us, bad apple. He's a bad egg, that one. There's a reason no one's bought him.
Yeah.
There's a reason no one's bought him.
That's 7-7 now. Goal. How many? He got
7 GA in 7 games. Yeah. He's shit though. Is that correct score prediction, lads? No. So the Accas we've got down there, is I believe yours is the same as mine. If they go 2 goals up,
2 goals up,
it pays out. So so just those 5. I mean, I've got 1, 2. I got 5 teams. Unless Atletico Madrid concede 4 goals. The game is over.
So, I was going to say, whistle's just been blown.
Yeah, Atletico Madrid, the whistle's just been blown. So that's in. And now I need the other 4. And Perchy needs, what you got? 6 teams, is it?
6.
You got
6
in there.
Luton are 1-0 up.
And look at that. Luton. You didn't have Atletico, did you?
No. They'd already started before I placed my Acca.
I just want to put this out there right now. All right. I have put Middlesbrough in my Acca again. Now, Middlesbrough, who are second in the table and never seem to lose, but every time they're in my Acca, right, they don't win. Literally, Middlesbrough seem to mess me up every single time. You didn't put them in your Acca. Why not? What do you know about Middlesbrough that I don't?
Because the last time I did, they keep screwing me over. They've entered the bad books. There's a few teams. Huddersfield are in my bad books as well.
Huddersfield, yes.
I was winning an Acca. I was already in my head spending the money, and they conceded in the 94th minute, and I lost my bet.
I'm just going to move. I feel like I don't know. I feel lost when I'm that side, but okay. You liked being there. There you go. You can be there. You can be there.
It's my channel anyway.
Gary is absolutely right. Yes, Spurs don't need Lookman. We've got plenty of GA running through the veins of these players right now, haven't we? Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Guys and girls, also we have. I'm going to ask you lot to be very kind. 1 second. I'll tell you why. Perchy is going to tell you in 2 seconds what this is all about. But I'm putting a link in the chat for anyone that would like to donate. You can see there. Here we go. There we go. You can see there the darts marathon for Macmillan. Do you want to just give everyone a little overview? What is this about? What's going on?
Yeah, so through my work and stuff, I'm doing a lot of charity work recently, all different little things and stuff, in just helping communities and stuff. But a bit of a thing I just decided to do. You know me, I like my darts and stuff, but Macmillan do a darts marathon, so it's 100,000 score. So anyone plays darts, you get the gist of how it plays, or 12 hours. So whichever comes first, basically. So on Thursday, I'll be doing that at work.
Do you only go for a double at the end of the 100,000?
Nah, everyone keeps saying, "Are you going to do that?" I might do it, depending if I get there. I might try and see if I can physically check out, but it's not required. The idea is just to play. It's just a bit of fun, raise a bit of money for charity. I'm doing it through my work, so on Thursday I'll be starting at 7 o'clock in the morning, getting to the office for 7 in the morning, and throwing darts until 7 in the evening.
There we go, guys and girls. If you do. What are you at the moment? What's your total at the moment, and what are you looking to raise?
At the moment, I mean, I set a target of 1,000, but I want to exceed it. I'm at £431 at the moment, so it'd be amazing. As I said, don't go crazy. Just if you could chuck in a couple of quid, that'd be amazing. Just everything helps. It means something to me. Macmillan have done a lot. I've said passing in my family through cancer, so cancer charities mean quite a bit to me. So it's important. But look, as I said, I know life's tough with money wise for everyone, so just don't. If you can spare a couple of quid, that'll be absolutely phenomenal.
There we go. If anyone does, please let us know so we can thank you as well. It's a great cause. Obviously, anything to do with cancer, I think everyone knows somebody that's affected by it, passed from it, whatever. So great work. 12 hours of throwing darts. Good luck to you. Good luck to you.
Yeah, my right arm will be knackered by like the evening, but it's all good. Yeah. Thank you very much. Anyone?
So well done to Perchy. Well done to you lot for joining us. We had a mammoth show earlier today, didn't we? But this is not about Tottenham. There's loads of games, Perchy. This is what we've got going on tonight. So we've had Atletico have beaten Club Brugge 4-1 and 7-4 on aggregate. Inter Milan are playing Bodo. Now, this is normally you'd go, nothing on that, but Bodo are 3-1 up from the home leg. Bodo, so Inter Milan need to roll back the years tonight and win by 2 clear goals just to get it to extra time. Yeah. Leverkusen v Olympiacos, which is I think Leverkusen won 2-0 away there. And then Newcastle 6-1 up against Karabag. But here's where the real fun is. Blackburn v Bristol City. Hull v Derby. Middlesbrough v Leicester. Middlesbrough will go joint top tonight if they win. Swansea v Preston. Watford v Ipswich. West Brom versus my Charlton Athletic. Wrexham v Portsmouth. And Wrexham are making a late bid for that playoff. And Southampton versus QPR in League 2. You've got Accrington. No, hang on. I should probably go to the next league first. You've got Bradford v Rotherham, Burton v Stockport, Northampton v Port Vale. In League 2, you've got Salford v Shrewsbury. Salford are going well. Accrington v Barnet. And then in Scotland, you've got Dundee v Aberdeen. So loads of games, Perchy. There's going to be loads of goals. I'll watch the video printer on Sky. You're going to float between games, aren't you?
Yeah, why not? I can float between games because I've got, What I was going to ask you, Savva, I was going to ask you a serious question. Are you going to get yourself a half and half scarf next season?
For what?
When Spurs host Charlton Athletic.
When Spurs host Charlton. Yeah. Next year, if Spurs go down, I'm supporting Charlton and Bromley.
In the space of 2 years, we could be below Bromley in the league. I'm just putting it out there. We could be below Bromley.
It is mad. I was looking the other day. If Millwall go up, right? Imagine a world in which Millwall are in the Premier League and Tottenham Hotspur are visiting like Lincoln, who look like if we look at League One, right? Who at the moment in League One, right? Cardiff and Lincoln are, Cardiff are on 69, Lincoln are on 68, Bolton 58, but Lincoln are 10 points clear of Bolton with a game in hand.
Hey, I'm looking at the fact that we could be playing Stockport County away next season. That one's amazing.
Yes, we could be playing Lincoln or it doesn't even bear thinking about, does it? We can't go down. Savva can't wait to support Bromley.
We can.
Bromley, by the way, my Bromley are 2 points clear at the top of League Two, but 3 go up automatically, right? If I'm not wrong, from League Two.
Yeah, 3 go. No, not from. Oh, in League Two. Sorry, League Two. Yeah. 3 go up in League
3
Two.
go up automatically, and then 1 more from the playoffs, right?
Yes. Yeah. So at the moment, it's Bromley, Cambridge, and MK Dons.
Yeah, and then the bottom 4 from League One, right? Yeah. So look at Wigan. Wigan are so close to going down. I mean, you think they were in the Premier League not so long ago and won the FA Cup, and they are.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Poor.
But is it? But you know when everyone, it's a good pivot to talk about Wigan in this sense. Just use them as the example. You know when everyone talks about trophies, and it becomes that. Look, teams like Wigan, for example, like they had that great day out winning the FA Cup, but right now they're sitting there going, we just need to just not be falling apart as a football club, like. And I think this is where Tottenham fans need to sort of wake up a little bit when it comes to the Europa League. The Europa League was phenomenal, but let's be fair, right? Every single one of us in the chat, every single one in this chat are swapping the Europa League to stay in the Premier League, right? If we went, we will sacrifice that Europa League. It never happened, but it guarantees us in the Premier League. We're all taking that, surely.
Mate, this is why when you hear the argument, like when people go, I shouldn't have sacked Ange, you won a trophy. Bigger picture. So he won a trophy, but we finished 17th. The same reason Frank was sacked, right? Anyway, yeah, Ryan B. Yeah, I'm getting ready for the EFL score shows next season. I'll tell you what, though, the Championship is a tough old league to get out of, right? Many teams go down. If Wayne Holland's in the chat, ask Wayne. Many teams go down and you go, like at the beginning of the season, not Wayne, but at the beginning of the season, you're looking at Leicester City's squad and going, oh, they'll come back up.
Yeah, if you don't win the ultimate, you're winning playoffs, right?
Yeah. Winks, Skip, Samare, what's his name? Chowdhury. Then you're looking
Fatawu and stuff like that.
Fatawu and the other. Who's the other winger? The other side. Fatawu and
I forgot his name. I'm gonna have to check because I've forgotten. That's annoying me.
I unblocked Marios, right? Oh, Marios. But Marios, I thought it was all Thomas Frank's fault.
Oh, Marios, I think Marios is hilarious. You are incredible. The other winger was Mavadidi. That was it, weren't it?
Mavadidi. Isn't it
and
funny
even
though?
Likes of Decordova-Reid as well. It's not a bad player, right?
Hang on, Bobby Decordova-Reid. They've got Patson Daka. They've got
Ricardo Pereira right back. Like he wasn't a bad player. Like yeah.
Who is this on the TV? By the way, all the goals that tonight we will obviously read them out, but they are going to be, look at that, the live football scores for you. So you will see any goals as they go in. Yeah, Mavadidi. I remember, was it Mavadidi or Fatawu? One of them ripped us apart last season.
Fatawu. It was Fatawu. It was absolute unreal. He destroyed us. But isn't the thing is
hang on, mate. Hang on. Marios, are you going to get to the stage where you realise how shit these players are, or are you just going to keep blaming every manager? Just asking. Ask him.
Can I just wait? Can I ask a question, Marios? You said wrong lineup, but what would have been your lineup? We had about 12 available players.
I know. I know.
Mate, you can argue the setup was wrong, but I don't think there was any other who he was going to pick.
Here we go. So Angus, Angus. Gus, where is Angus, by the way?
Yeah, where is Angus?
Where is Angus? I haven't seen Angus for months. Gus said Acca. Inter, yes. Madrid, Atletico Madrid, I'm guessing. Yeah, unless the other one aren't playing, are they?
Real Madrid are playing tomorrow. That was it, Atletico.
Okay, Atletico. Salford, I was thinking about them. Derby and Wrexham, I love that. I love this. I wouldn't have started Dragons. Right, so let's get this
hang on.
Spurs played a back three, and who would you have played instead of Dragoshin?
We have 2 centre-backs available. So even if you change formation, you would then not play the centre-back at centre-back. Like that's insane.
Do you know what, though? Isn't it funny that we don't have many through balls because we don't have many technical players that play through balls? This isn't rocket science, mate. It wasn't rocket science. But listen, as I said, we're going to find out, right? If Igor Tudor, hang on, Middlesbrough, free kick save.
I've got Blackburn Bristol City on at the moment. It's absolutely empty at Ewood Park. This is like all the hallmarks of what Tottenham will be like in the Championship. You know when everyone says about what people will keep buying anyway, regardless, they won't. I think people like. I can understand it. Maybe the 3 o'clocks on a Saturday, but people going, it's Saturday, I'm going to go to the football because it's like 20 quid a ticket. The sort of Tuesdays at 7:45. If we got relegated, you really think people are going to travel after work to go and watch Tottenham versus Preston North End?
Like
let's be
Tottenham could be playing Lincoln next season. Lincoln, mate, if they don't collapse, Lincoln are 10 points clear of third place in League One, right? Spurs could be playing Lincoln City at Sincil Bank. By the way, all these people, I've seen loads of people today going, I'll tell you what, I'd rather see the kids play. Yeah, that's what you want in a relegation battle. 17-year-old kids. I mean, we don't think before we talk, do we?
No, like, I think I can understand it to an extent if it was one. For example, one was playing. But when we just say the kids, so what? You think putting under 21s in this environment, like it don't work. I can understand it, for example, if you go, do you know what? I'll use Xavi Simons for this example. Let's just say Xavi Simons has been playing a lot of football. You go, do you know what? We're going to start Williams Barnett today. You're going to be on the bench. Just rest your legs. Look, we've got a lot of games that are important here. I get it. But to just say play all the kids is insane. I get it with
you think about it, right? You think about it. Igor Tudor coming in. By the way, it could have been anyone. Whoever comes in that's tasked with keeping Spurs up, you are going to have to be a brave man to go, I know what I'm going to do today. I'm going to start 2 17-year-olds. And then when you lose, the entire fan base will go, what's this bloke doing starting 17-year-olds in a relegation battle? You can't win.
I think it's a good point. I think what people need to realise, Igor Tudor, and Frank to an extent, right, when he was here, is it's easy to sort of go, just play the kids. Well, these managers' job isn't to, there's a goal here. There's a goal at Blackburn. I'm just a little bit behind on watching it. It's just buzzed me, but I'm watching it.
Marios, just quickly, please stop. This is what I got rid of you for. It's just silly. When you're saying the young players got more passion.
What a goal!
From who?
Blackburn 1-0. Stunning goal. Ball whipped in from the right. He's just pinged it, edge of the box, top corner. I can't see who it is. It's just changed off.
Lovely goal. Scored.
It's a lovely goal, by the way. Absolutely.
I'm watching it now. It's coming on Sky Sports News. Late to the edge of the box.
Japanese fella.
They've picked up, by the way. They've picked up Blackburn.
Man, do you know what? It's weird. Like you watch him, the winger. I don't know who it is, but he's just done his defender. That is, I'll tell you what, it's really good play from the striker because it's easy to just run and get into it. He just drops off. He does. Do you know what he does? Do you know what? Yeah, but what he does. Do you know what? That's the sort of thing that Harry Kane used to do for Tottenham is just drop off his defender, leave a space. It's a stunning finish. Sorry, as I was saying though, was these managers, and you're right, the problem is the manager's job now isn't to go and say the manager. But I think this is the problem, right? The manager's job now is to stay up. He can't be gambling. We're not in a stage to gamble right now. It's like being like a gambling addict whilst you're living off your last 20 quid before payday. Like we're at that stage at the moment. We've got to be sensible. You've got to stop leaking in goals and find goals elsewhere. Just gambling by playing youngsters is insane.
You are not going to get to Sunday and they're going to go, right, what's going to change Tottenham? I know 17-year-old, really skinny Luca Williams Barnett. Come in and play against a good Fulham team at the Cottage, right? This this is mad, right? When fans say this is when I have to really question, right? I have to really question if people are getting what they asked for. All year I've heard Gray's got to play, Bergval's got to play, Odeberg's got to play, Tell's got to play. There's a reason we're in this problem, and we want to take 17-year-olds. But don't get me wrong. If this weekend Dragasing got injured or Van der Ven, you went, right, Byfield, you've got to play because there's no one else.
Yeah, that's a different conversation.
Right? But when you're going, right, Xavi Simons, you're not going to play today. Luca Williams-Barnett is, right? If Spurs then lost, the whole fan base will go, what are you doing? That's a Dutch international. Whether or not he's in good form, that's a Dutch international footballer.
Yeah.
And you're leaving him out for Williams-Barnett. And by the way, I'll ask this question. How on earth do these people who don't watch Spurs kids play, they just know they're ready? I've heard this all year, right? I've heard this for years. Lubo's been telling us for years, hasn't he? Keely's ready. Donnelly's ready. Divine's ready. None of them are ready whenever they play. They're not ready. It's ridiculous. I think we're in a problem here, right, Perchy? We're in a problem. Hang on, corner kick. Oh, 1-0. Hole one, Derby
I'm just
nil.
watching now. Just watching
Hole one,
the goal
Derby
now.
nil. He's a big old bugger, him, who scored, isn't he? Hughes, he's got to be a centre half. Here you go. Cross in for the corner. Oh, I think it's an own
centre
goal.
half. Yeah, I thought it was an own goal. Charlie Hughes.
An own goal. Yeah.
Charlie Hughes for holes. Well, I think it's an own goal. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Remember this, everyone. Right? Remember this. This is the same fan. I love Marios. This is the same fan that I remember earlier in the season said, I'm really annoyed. I want to see Frank play. I want to see him play Mwani, so on, and someone else, right? And then he did it the very next game, Perchy. And what did Marios do? He came in and picked the wrong 11 there. Mate, people are the kings of hindsight, right?
Yeah, hindsight's
play
beautiful.
Luca Williams-Barnett, sure, until we play Luca Williams-Barnett and people go, he's not ready. Sure.
Yeah, it's only a good decision if he comes in and has an absolute worldy game. But if it doesn't, there's a goal in Acca Watch. Both are
Bradford City.
Get in.
Bradford City and Acca Watch. And what a goal. It didn't go one way or the other. You know who scored it with that clue? Curtis Tilt. Go on, Curtis.
To be fair, it's a lovely goal. I'll tell you what, not one striker at Spurs scores that goal at the moment.
Good head. Look
at
a lovely header.
It's a lovely header.
Right? See, again, it's this, right? They've just let Frank drag us into relegation battle despite losing the fans and dressing room for months. Didn't the same thing happen last year under Ange? Maybe, just maybe, it might be the players. Maybe it might be the players. No.
I keep hearing this and I have to push back on it and Lubo says it a lot about, players are down tools. And I said, then why are we not ever critical about players downing tools all the time? Because I hear this, it's funny, isn't it? Now all of a sudden I hear this thing, Lubo was telling me about Romero was saying he wants an extra day off and it was given, blah, blah, blah. Hang on, he was doing this under Ange. He was doing this under Conte. When are we going to start going, maybe these players, we need to start being a little bit more...
They get away with everything.
Yeah, they do. By the way, the goal for Bradford was Pennington as well, not Tilt.
You know, again, hang on, we've got trolls. Anybody else notice how happy and excited Savva is on streams the worst Spurs do? Very strange. Dude, I'm the one that did a show earlier talking about how this club cannot go down. I feel like I'm going to call it, you're a twat. There you go. I've called it, you're a twat. What are you talking about?
What? It is a very, it was
honestly, it's an odd... what I don't understand, right? I don't understand. The internet has allowed people like that, right, who probably still suck on their mum's tit and live in their mum's basement, right, to say dumb shit, right? I'll tell you what, Anvu, right? I'll tell you what, sorry, I'm not allowed to smile on stream. Sorry, hang on. Let me practice. Hang on.
And smiled the entire. Hang on, what? Wait, hang on a minute. Wait, what? That is so wild. But I love this game. This game is funny. You people on the internet are hilarious. Anne Vu, what a name.
I'm not smiling for the rest of the show. Otherwise, it means I want Spurs to lose. Oh my! Honestly, you know when you just think the world is so dumb. Like no wonder they invented AI. It's to help dumb people like that get through their life. Like just dumb. Like imagine that person goes into work. So Spurs aren't doing well. I have to spend every stream with a face like thunder. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Odd humans, man. Humans are strange.
Let's have a look at this person's profile, shall we? And see.
Oh, I like when we pull up profile. Profiles are funny. Yeah, I'm going to say created today.
Joined 1 year ago.
Ooh.
Right, here we go. So before today's show, let's read out some of the last comments from this person. Let's have a look. So on a previous show, it was Savva repeats himself so much over and over again. It's like I'm watching the show from this morning. Before that, he said, Savva, the biggest hypocrite, folks. Okay. Before that, we had... what content would this man have if it wasn't negativity and utter garbage? The man's the most miserable man on the platform. Constantly gets triggered by others. Oh, mate. Oh, I love you. I love you. You are.
Make sure you like the stream.
You are funny, Andrew. You are funny. But you know what? We've all realised you're a cunt, aren't you? We've all realised you're a cunt, haven't we?
Well.
Don't smile, Perchy. Stop smiling. It means you want.
Hey, I'm smiling. No, I want Bradford to win. They just good little block, good run outside on the wide. It was this is a great day. This day, I love the internet.
Sorry, is this person being another twat? I'm not rattled. I'm calling the troll out. Honestly, thick people on the internet should just go.
You do realise this show is about a bit of fun, man. This is all a bit of fun.
We're just trying to have a bit of fun, and you get dickheads everywhere. Just relax. Here you go. How much would it cost you to reblock Marios? Here's a question, right? So Marios said to me just now, didn't he? So you think Luca Williams-Barnett isn't ready? I'm going to ask you this question. How much of Luca Williams-Barnett have you seen to tell us that he is ready for a relegation battle in the Premier League?
Yeah.
Like, yes. You tell me. I've watched Luca Williams-Barnett play in the Champions League for the under-19s Champions League, and he stands out. Yes, he does. He looks really good. There is a huge difference, right, between standing out playing against kids your own age and going into the Premier League in a relegation battle.
Yeah, massively. I think that's the bit. I think what people need to realize is it's easy, right? For example, playing a kid like that when there's no expectation, and let's just say it's last game of the season, and the season's over. It's a different situation. We're in a situation where one mistake from a kid like that, and by the way, I'm not blaming that, but there has been a goal at Blackburn. Bristol City have just equalised against Blackburn. Yes, equaliser. Mistake. Oh, lovely goal. Shit from the defender, but it's just fallen perfectly, and he's just hit it on the half volley. Lovely goal. And another equaliser, because there's someone in the chat, Derby. Someone in the chat said they're Derby in there, because Derby have equalised against Hull City. 1-1.
I won't be able to read out any scores here because I'm waiting for Sky Sports News to put them on, and Perchy's reading out every score.
They're coming up. I am. If you're just behind, my man, behind.
Dude, we've all seen him. Dude, listen. I think Luca Williams-Barnett looks a real talent. Let's get this out there.
Yeah, I
mate,
as well.
This is a relegation battle, right? This is a relegation battle. You have to remember as well. Do you just chuck in kids into a really bad team and say, go on, play? It's a real difficult one It's the same thing. You look, this is now the third manager in a row, by the way, that hasn't started Matisse Tell, but people keep telling me Matisse Tell's good. Middlesbrough 0, Leicester
I
City
know, I was waiting.
1. What is wrong with every time I pick Middlesbrough, they don't win. And yet every time I look at them, they don't lose, if that makes sense. Akoli, the
centre half scored, yeah. Look, I think the thing is Williams Barnett, unfortunately, is the one. He's the one player right now where I see at academy level where I go, yeah, you're a good player. But let's not to the charity will be lovely, Andy Leicester. But no, but he's the one for me where I go, let's not break this kid. Let him do his thing. We do this all the time, and we did this. And do you know what? Almost, right? And hear me out when I say this. It's almost why I think Harry Kane became as good as he did. Because everyone kind of went, you're not very good at youth level. Like, you're all right. But no one was sat there going, oh my God, Harry Kane has played. He's just scored 5 goals in the under-16s. Oh, he's now done this. And he was a bit shit. He went on loan, didn't really do much on loan, and then got good. Almost, I think almost we almost need an academy player just to be a little bit shit, so we don't talk about them being the most generational player in the world. Does that make sense?
I think the interesting thing about this is I do this every show. How many years in a row do I have to hear this kid, that kid, this kid, that kid? What makes the fans think they know? Newcastle are 1-0 up, by the way, against Karabag. What makes these fans that hardly watch these youth players, Perchy, think they know more than the coaches and managers that see them every day and don't put them in? Do you know what I mean? Like, let's be fair. Frank, Ange, Tudor now, they will all see Luca Williams Barnett. Why aren't they all watching going, God, he's got to play? Maybe, just maybe, they're not ready. Maybe.
Yeah.
They're not ready, right?
But equally, they're just, the problem is where's the benefit? I always look at it, but we talk about developing youth players and building them. What's the benefit of putting Luca Williams Barnett? He's the one we're talking about. Let's use him as the example. What benefit does him being thrown into a team that's in a relegation battle?
2-0 up in 6 minutes.
Why did I not just stick him in and it just bolt my Acca out and it would have been checked out? Joel Linton has scored.
Newcastle were 2-0 up. Tonali got the first one, and the second one was Joel Linton. They're 2 up in 6 minutes. That's 8-1 on aggregate.
But they scored 2 goals in the space of 30 seconds. They literally just dispossessed them at kickoff and went and hid down the other end. But when we'll go back to sort of the Luca Williams Barnett conversation was, where's the benefit to him? Forget about us. Actually no. Where's the benefit for us and the benefit for him? Because it could, right? It could, right? There is a percentage opportunity where you go, he comes in and you go, fuck me, this kid's generational. Like, you've got to play every week. But there's also that the major possibility that he comes in and you go, shit, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this to this poor lad? And it takes a bold manager in a relegation battle to drop a player. It would be Xavi Simons being dropped. It takes a fucking ballsy manager to go, you're a Netherlands international. You're not playing. This 17-year-old, 16-year-old kid is going to play. Now,
especially when you've got about 12 or 13 first-team injuries. Like, The problem is the answer for everyone is always that a youth player is going to solve this, right? Youth players need to be introduced slowly.
Agreed.
Right? Youth players need to be introduced slowly. When you introduce them into a team that is not doing well, right, for their debuts, etc., they are going to struggle because, one, they're not coming into a well-oiled team, right? The mindset is down. Now, listen, you're right. You're right. He could go into the team and be amazing, but this is the thing that makes me laugh is, if he's that good, why have none of the 3 managers that have had him started him?
Yeah.
Ready. Why is it that us fans can sit here and go, Luca Williams-Barnett should start, but the actual managers that watch them week in, week out. Now, when I watch Luca Williams-Barnett, he's very good, right? He's very lightweight as well. He's still he's a young boy, Perchy. Do you know what I mean? He's a boy in every sense. And if you put him in against who have Fulham got centre mid these days?
Sanderberg and Lukic.
Right. Sanderberg and Lukic. They will eat Luca Williams-Barnett for breakfast.
Sure.
Right? That's the problem. And then what everyone will do, this is everyone's a captain of hindsight. Then you get the Mariottas of this world going, he picked the wrong team. Listen, you can't, as a manager now, Wrexham are 1-0 up against Portsmouth, by the way. Wrexham 1-0 up against Portsmouth.
Just watch
you can't win as a manager now, Perchy, because you've got a squad of 25, right? You've got a squad of 25 players. Whoever you pick, everyone thinks it's wrong. What made me laugh about this fan base, right? Do you remember? So when at the beginning of the season, Spurs were playing, we were playing Bentancur and Paulinho in the double pivot, right? And everyone complained.
Yeah.
Right. Then when he changed it, everyone went, "Oh, we're well wide open in midfield." Hang on. You asked for you can't win. You can't win.
I'm watching this goal. Oh, it's a lot. Oh my gosh, that's awful defending from Portsmouth. I'm just watching the guy. I'm a little bit behind on it.
Hang on,
whipped in. Nice header.
Is that Southampton 1-0 up?
Southampton 1, QPR 0, correct?
Right. So Southampton and Bradford, but I am Middlesbrough.
Do you know what this feels? Do you know what this feels like, Savva?
Go on.
Do you know what this feels like? This feels like we're just scouting for the championship for next season.
Oh, mate, damn right.
Damn right. Oh, big decision at Grosvenor Vale. Brackley Town down to 10 men. Come on, Willstone.
Do you know what? Andy Lester, if you put in a tenner, I will block Marios. Mate, you can't just play attacking football if you don't have attacking players. Please stop.
Can
Marios,
I just say, Marius, this is
why I blocked you. It is relentless. Marios, look at who we've got available. We have no attacking. Oh my God!
Can I, Marius? Can I just ask? I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to ask the question: how do we play attacking football with the players we have? Like, what is your philosophy that all of a sudden that all of these managers have got wrong that can't? Because the only way we won we've had Thomas Frank, Igor Tudor, and at the end of the season, Ange Postecoglou ended up playing defensive football. And these all people couldn't found the only way for us to work.
Luke, completely agree. See, completely agree.
Yes.
If Spurs went 3-0 up against Fulham and there's 15 minutes to go, you say, right, Luca Williams-Barnett, go on, son. There's 15 minutes. Go and show us what you can do. But to start him over Xavi Simons is Swansea 0, Preston 1, by the way. Daniel Jefferson with the goal. You're absolutely right. Andy, I will do a members show this week. It will probably be, I don't know if I can do Thursday. It'll probably be Friday. I'll do a members show. Apologies, it has been long. But what makes me laugh, Perchy, this is the funniest thing about it. Fans say the best things. We go, we want to play attacking football. Sure. Who are you playing attacking football with? What, Jed Spence? Archie Gray, Sarr, Basuma, Paulinho. Who are you playing attacking football with? Like, this is where people have got to just saying what they want and without realizing that it just doesn't quite work like that.
I want to know the way that he feels that we can play attacking football. I find it without it being disrespectful, it's childish attitudes. Oh, let's just play attacking football. What, like it's a computer game? What? Like, here's a question, right? Here's one for you. This is for the chat as well. Does anyone here think that Thomas Frank if he was able to, would have played attacking football. If Thomas
Look
Frank
how
had
many
his
goals
way,
the Brentford team scored.
but people are now making out that all of a sudden the managers we got want to play like this. They don't. It's not hard.
I hope you're right, Compost Smurf. So, by the way, who did I say at the beginning of this show, Perchy, is going to be the team that lets me down?
Oh, Middlesbrough. They 2-0 down.
No, they're 1-0 down, but I've had a look. Since the goal, they've not even had a shot.
I think Swansea are going to be my team at the moment that are letting me down. I'm a little bit disappointed.
Oh.
I was hoping my Welsh connections here were going to do something for me. It doesn't look like it, but it's early days. We've got 1-0 up with Luton Town, 1-0 up Bradford, 1-0 up Wrexham. We got Brackley Town down to 10 men from a Wealdstone, Acca, Northampton 0, Port Vale 0. I mean, it feels like we'll be playing one of those teams soon. But I think the biggest problem.
Big up, Andy. We've got to put Marios into a look. Marios, I've got to put you into a timeout because Andy Lester paid a tenner. I love this. So Marios is 4-3-3. Kinski, Paulinho and Van der Ven at centre half. Brilliant. So you're putting a DM at centre back, right back Archie Gray. So a centre mid at right back and a right back at left back. Brilliant.
Can I just stop you for 1 second? So your back four consists of one player in its rightful position. That's
right. And then look at the midfield. Papa Sarr as the DM with Luca Williams-Barnett and Xavi Simons in front with Kolo Muani, Tell and Solanke.
Hang on. He's got Simmons on the left, Muani on the right, Tell with the 9. You're telling me you're going to put Sarr and Luca Williams-Barnett in a midfield too? That's Sorry, wait, hang on. You're missing a player. Am I going mental?
Oh, hang on. Sarr, Williams-Barnett and Xavi with Muani, Tell and Solanke. 4-3-3. He's gone four.
Sorry, I didn't see Solanke on the bottom. Sorry, I thought you said Tell striker.
Sarr can't pass a ball and Luca Williams-Barnett and Xavi Simons. I'll tell you what, imagine Luca Williams-Barnett and Xavi Simons started in the same midfield three. We would be bullied like mad. Like mad. Big up to Andy Lester. You didn't have to do that, Andy. I was only joking, mate. You didn't have to do that. The problem I've got is, Andy, I can't really block Marios. He's not done anything wrong. I know but he's not done anything wrong. Here he is, Barry. Blackburn 1, Bristol City 2. Scott Twine with the goal.
Lovely goal, by the way. Lovely goal.
Hang on. I'll tell you what, I'm going to put out that team. No, I won't. I'll probably lose the live score thing.
Don't.
I love this. So 2 cents. Okay, so we've got Sarr holding, right? And then 2 attacking midfielders in Williams, Barnett and Xavi Simons. Marios, we would be relegated.
Whilst playing, can we just get balls put in a centre mid at right back, a right back at left back, a DM at centre back with Van der Ven? Basically, what you're saying there is to go, hang on a minute, guys. We're just going to shuffle you might as well have just gone, do you know what? Should we just play Vicario in the DM? Like, why not? Sorry, can Igor Tudor play at right back for us to look? Like, what is going on here?
What I love suddenly now, though, that everyone wants Paulinho, our best DM, to be centre back. Get Paulinho in the DM position. What are we doing here?
Because the thing is I'm just going to say, let's just say hypothetically, you get away with that team on PlayStation on easy mode. Of course. It's insane. But here's the question, right? We do that and we lose because we would with that team. The manager gets absolutely criticised going, the first question in a post-match press conference will be, Igor, you selected your lineup. You've lost today 2-0 to Fulham. Why did you had a fit centre half on the bench, but you decided to play a defensive midfielder at centre back? What was your decision making there?
Marios from Cyprus told me that we need to go more attacking.
It doesn't work. It's insane. It's insanity.
Absolutely. Honestly, if ever you look and think why football fans are fans and not managers. It's some of the crap that people come out with is mental. Like, isn't it funny? When somebody's a favourite player, they never get criticised. Like, I thought Van de Ven was worse than Dragoshin on Sunday.
Oh, I thought one of Van de Ven's worst performances in the Tottenham shirt. Right. I thought he was awful.
Everyone I'm seeing now is Dragoshin, right? Now, and again, Basuma was probably our best player on the day. And look,
those two were our best players, I thought, on the day. Right. So Basuma, I thought Basuma. But the thing is he says they're not good enough, which I don't disagree with.
Wilson.
Who scored?
Sean Jordan Adakwa.
Come on, he's a good player. Him unit up front. Him. Come on, Willstone. Down at Grosvenor Vale.
I thought Dragoshin had a really good first half and a really bad second half. But you know what?
Well, I thought everyone was shit second half.
And that's the point. Everyone selects the one player they don't like. Because do you know what we won't do? What fans won't do now is admit that the players aren't good enough. Because it goes against everything they've said about a manager. Right? It's okay to acknowledge. Right, you've got Archie Gray at right back. He's a centre back. Spencer's at left back. He's a right back or a right wing back. You've got Paulinho at centre back. He's a DM. Right. The whole thing is a mess. But we can't. We can't see it. We can't. It.
I think this is the problem, right? We are a mess, and thank you so much, Andy. You're a legend. Cheers, man.
I will.
I think we're.
Maybe I will.
Hey, I'll invoice you for the time and effort that I am sat on at FHTV. We'll send that invoice over, 30-day terms and all that. But I just think at the moment with us, I think we're in crazy land if we're thinking that Igor Tudor should be playing kids. I think it's crazy. Like, but do you know what it is though, right? It's funny, isn't it? Because Marios will be the sort of guy, and I know what Marios will be like. If Williams Barnett has a stinker, he's telling us we should play him. He's got to play. I will come on here and go, he was fucking shit. You can't say that. He's a kid. How can you say that about a kid?
Yeah, because you
make it make sense.
Right. Do you know the funny thing is, right? These fans are seeing the injury crisis we've got. And then saying, I wouldn't play these senior players who are fit. They're the only players we've got. Like, let's be fair. Radu Dragoshin right now, whatever you think of him, is one of only 2 fit centre-backs at Tottenham Hotspur. Whether you play a back 2 or a back 3, Radu Dragoshin has to start. This is crazy. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yes, Maris, he does. What are you on about? Of course he has to start. Are you fucking mental? Like, I don't know. I don't know if you. I'm going to say this now. If you're trolling, fair enough. Credit if it's a troll, but I don't think you are. I think you genuinely mean this. Yeah, Dragoshin has to start. Otherwise, you're playing with one centre up. As I said, you don't play him. The manager gets asked those questions. Why on earth, when you've got a fit centre half, why is he on the bench?
Yeah, but also you've got to remember, right? Like, put it this way: all the people saying, "I want to see Byfield start" or Williams Barnett start. Do you think when they've interviewed Igor Tudor to come in as the manager, do you think he said, "I'll tell you what I'm going to do to get you out of this mess. I'm going to play the kids," and they've gone, "Yeah, that'll do." He is there to get us out of trouble. Yeah. I think most sensible fans realise listen, if, as I said, if you have to chuck in Byfield because we've got injuries, you chuck in Byfield, right? But at least Byfield,
that's a different conversation.
But strong lad, right? Williams Barnett, I don't know if you saw the other day, right? He was playing in the Champions League top, right? To hand it over, and he looked like a twig. Like he was like, "Our game next season if we go down." There you go. You go down, that's where you play your Luca Williams Barnett, right?
Problem that if Luca Williams-Barnett takes Jamie Donnelly out the side, God, Lubo will be gutted. He only wants us to go down so Jamie Donnelly can play.
Jamie, I love
Lubo's the
Lubo
best.
has Stoke City.
Do you know what's mental? Goal! Huge goal! Wrexham 2! Come on!
Go on, Wrexham. I'll tell you what, if I'm not wrong, Wrexham are currently 6th in the Championship, and they're only 3 points off third.
As Hull have gone 2-1 up, guess who scored? He had his He had his little Spanish holiday in the Canaries, and now he's back up playing in the English Premier League, in the Championship. I'm just watching the Wrexham goal. I tell you what, though, what a turn of events, by the way. If we go down and Wrexham go up, by the way, let's just put it. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, it's I thought that was the goal. I must be that far behind. It's gone out for a corner. Lovely save from the keeper there. Sam Smith.
Guys, hopefully you're liking the scoreboard up there. I think it's just a nice little touch, isn't it? You'll see the so Wrexham 2, Portsmouth 0, Hull 2, Derby 1, Forest Green 0, Boston United 3. That's not a good a good home day. Isn't that Robbie Savage?
Yes. I think Robbie Savage is, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, yeah, so Middlesbrough, true to form, right? Dude, listen, I'm going to ask nicely. Can you please give it a rest now, Marios, please? Right?
Come on, man. It was fun whilst it lasted.
Most fans acknowledge that Basuma was probably our best player on Sunday. When you're saying you're not going to do anything with him, we don't have any other fit footballers. Just stop. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
No manager. I can promise you this right now. No manager in the entirety of world football is going to start Williams-Barnett over Yves Basuma. Right?
Yeah.
You're not going to drop Yves Basuma for Williams-Barnett. Please stop. It's ridiculous. No manager is that dumb. People saying no sound.
For who?
Let me bring up on
sure?
No sound.
I don't know. I have no idea, Mark Taylor. Can you not hear us? Hello?
I've got sound.
Who's the wind-up merchant? One more. It seems to be out of sync.
I've got perfect sound. I've got perfect sound on the mobile.
Okay, yeah, look, all good. Right,
okay, the stream's been lagging. Yeah, listen, when guys, just so you know, when people tell me that the streams are lagging, it's a YouTube issue, right? It's not.
Yeah.
There's not a lot I can do about it. My end.
Hang on, another goal, by the way.
Hull 2, Derby County 2, and it's Sammy Schmodix. Sammy Schmodix with a goal.
Do you remember the big hype about Sammy Schmodix? And now, remember there was all that talk about him going into the Premier League and whatnot. It kind of it never really happened in the end, did it? And he's gone to Derby, and
I think that's his level, right?
Yeah, but that's the sort of player, by the way. If we do get relegated, we're going to need to be signing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. This is what I absolutely agree, Aaron. I absolutely agree with you. We need a wholesale clear out. The problem you've got, Aaron, is when people are asking for senior pros to not be playing when you've got 13 players injured, you've got to question their level of intelligence, right? Like if we went to Fulham at the weekend and we had Byfield playing at centre half, Luca Williams-Barnett playing in central midfield, right? You can imagine Marco Silva is in that changing room with Fulham going, they're playing two 17-year-old kids.
Yeah. Eat them alive.
They're playing two 17-year-old kids. They've not won a Premier League game for 8 or whatever it is. They are bottom of the form table. Go out there and put them to the sword.
Yeah.
Right? That's what
you're right.
This is not a computer game. This is not a computer game. You can't just go, oh, Williams-Barnett is amazing in computer games. Let's start him in the Premier League. By the way,
Can we
Bodo versus Inter. Have
Bodo's
you seen the stats?
Is it one-sided? Oof. Oh, it's like a Tottenham game, isn't it? That.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we play a game? I want to play a game.
Sure. Let's play a game.
I want you guys in the chat. It's 172 of you in the chat. If Tottenham get relegated, what is the first player you sign that is a realistic championship level signing?
Hayden Hackney if Middlesbrough don't get promoted.
Yeah, that's a fair shout. That's a good shout.
Hackney, I like that. I'm sticking him in centre mid, and I'm saying you're run the show.
Everyone in the chat, I want to hear your names. I want to see names. Yeah, you can't use Hackney. It's already been said. Can't copy that. Manuel Solomon.
Listen, I tell you what, you lot. Is Manuel Solomon still a Spurs player?
Yeah, he's on loan, isn't he? He's on loan at Fiorentina. Right.
If we go down, now that is absolutely who you want to win the championship. Yes,
it's a good shout. It's a good shout.
With Phil, I never know if he's joking or not because he's got some really questionable takes on football.
Hey, I'm telling you now. Lubo promised me. He promised me.
No, it was Jeff that promised it, right, Jeff?
Oh yeah. Who else got? Oliver Skip. To be fair, we're at that stage. I'm not against it at this stage.
He'll be in League One.
I'm not against it at this stage. Connor, that's a shout. I'd have Connor Cody at centre half.
It's the shout. Yeah, good. This boy's a good player, by the way. This boy's a good player, Jack Radoni at Coventry.
Who's he play for? I actually don't know this guy.
He plays for Coventry. He's a good player. He's a really good player. But unfortunately, I'll tell you what, I like this guy. QPR signed him from Wickham, didn't they? And he's scoring goals. Yeah. Let's have a look. Is he playing today? Here we go. Lineups. Richard Kone. What's he got this season? This season, he's only got 7 this year, but he got 18 last year for Wickham. He started to score a few in recent weeks. But look, when you go down, these are the types. Yes. That's the type of player you would have in your team in the championship. People will laugh. This Japhet Tanganga, Middlesbrough, get in there, Middlesbrough. Hang on, Hayden Hackney wins the ball in midfield. Here he is. Hang on. Go on, son. I know he scores, so I don't even know. Good goal. That.
Here's a question. Can I also ask
Riley McGree.
Have we already agreed a deal with? Have we agreed a deal already with Andy Robertson? Is he coming with us to the championship? Have we already agreed the deal with him? I tell you what, though, he would be the sort of player you put in and go take charge and be the leader at the club.
Do you know what, though? It's another sort of player where our fans look down at. It's exactly the sort of thing Spurs need in their team right now. Somebody as cool, calm and professional and a leader like Robertson. Loads of people said, right, Marios, I am going to get rid of you. You keep saying it. Yes, I wanted Johnson gone. I wanted Spurs to buy new attackers. This really isn't difficult to work out. I worry, mate. You're meant to be in the Cypriot army. I worry about the intelligence level of the army now that you're in it. Honestly, I truly worry about my dad's country, by the way. I'm allowed to say that. I'm half Cypriot. I'm worried. You're turning into one of them idiot trolls, Marios. Last chance, I will get rid of you, right? This is like when people say to me, Perchy, you wanted Son gone. Yes, but I wanted him replaced.
Yeah. Come on, you're Charlton, by the way, are now 1-0 down to West Bromwich Albion.
I know. George Campbell with the goal. West Brom, by the way, have you seen their new manager who they took from America, right?
Yes.
Eric Ramsey. I think they got him from America.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, he hadn't won a game in 8 or something, isn't it?
It's like 8 or 9. He's not won a game. And Ryan Mason couldn't win a game. So again, I'll ask this question. At what stage, when clubs keep changing managers but don't do well, at what stage, Perchy, do you look at any club and go, maybe, just maybe, the players aren't very good. Like,
No,
I know,
of
I'm not
course.
like you can't. I see this all the time. Teams down the bottom change their manager. Nothing changes. Why? Because they've got the same crappy squad to play with. Like, what do you know, what did people think Rob Edwards was going to do going into Wolves?
Well, I mean, look at Forest. Forest had just gone and just shuffled it constantly. Like they are, I think, okay, and this is my opinion on this. I think Forest, there must be some serious problem financially where they will have to do all they can to stay up. Because, do you get what I mean by that? Because it's almost like they're just shuffling the deck constantly, knowing if they go down, they're in deep trouble.
Yeah. No,
Like, because because they keep shopping and changing. Like, let's be fair, right? They brought in Vitor Pereira. If he doesn't win for 4 or 5 games, are they sacking him to then go and get somebody else? Like, it's crazy.
Like, but this is the point. You think this year they've had Nuno, Ange, Dyche, right?
Yeah.
Now, there may be a delusion there that, well, the next manager will get 10 wins out of 15 games. Right, the next manager will do better. But at what point do you have to go, these players aren't good enough? Now, I get it. The manager always gets the sack. Right? Always gets the sack. And I get it, right? But the problem is, if you play this game, you're going to be at the stage, Perchy, where clubs are going to have 3 managers a season. Right?
Yeah,
no wonder
insane.
players down tools and are not interested. It's like,
yeah,
you can't have a different voice every 3 months.
But it also allows players, and when everyone talks about players downing tools, it's an example, right? Everyone talks about downing tools, but isn't this why players go, well, it's so easy for us, right? Players go, I sit there and go, if I don't like what's happening, I'll just I won't play to my level anymore. I'll just stop playing. I will stop working for this guy because I know that I'll be safe. And look, I get it, right? I get the economy of football, right? Players, can we all stop pretending, right, that players care about the football club? Are we able? Can we get this? Like Romero gets us. No, he doesn't, because if Romero
what?
If we get relegated, if Romero cares about us, he stays with us in the Championship to fight back and get back promoted. He don't. He pisses off, and we have to deal with the problems. Like, I hate this notion.
I'm going to show you something. By the way, I've just switched over to Inter Milan while it's half time. Ryan, I'm going to say something. You can all shoot me if you want. That 11 gets relegated out of the Championship.
Is that Kyle Walker?
That 11 gets relegated out of the Championship. There's no leaders. There's no men. There's no experience.
We struggle in the Championship. I get you.
David Scarlett doesn't score goals. Mikey Moore, we don't know what he's going to be. Luca Williams-Barnett is 17, going on 18. Tyrese Hall is currently playing in League 1, 2.
League 2, I think.
Sosa is a kid who's played no football. Mate, honestly, that would get Spurs relegated. That would get Spurs. Let me know in the chat if you agree. That, for me, is relegation straight to League 1.
The problem is it's all unproven, right? That isn't such an unproven. Is that Kyle Walker at right back? Is he put?
I reckon Walker Peters. I reckon he must have meant Walker Peters. Surely.
I don't know. I don't know who he meant in Walker. I'm assuming he means Kyle Walker. Because the problem is Kyle Walker because it's a name that we're used to. We think it's great. Kyle Walker in the Championship at his age now. I think that's falling into the nostalgia trip. You're almost better off finding a right back that plays in the Championship at the moment. But do you know what's not in that team?
Oh, there you go. Kyle Walker, he's the leader.
Kyle Walker's a leader, but the problem he is. But the problem is now. Look at what's happening with him at Burnley right now. Like, right, it is completely tailed off. By the way, Kyle Walker in his pomp was absolutely special.
He was world class in his day.
But now it's not the Kyle Walker of old. But for me, do you know what that team doesn't have that you put in there? Anyone that has been there in the Championship.
Been there, seen it, done it. But there's no men in it. There's no men in it. Perchy. Like you look for that team he put up. Let me just go back to it. That midfield of Gray, Tyrese Hall, and Luca Williams-Barnett, mate. I'll call it. I'm going to call it. That midfield three of Gray, Tyrese Hall, and Williams-Barnett wouldn't get you out of League One. There you go. There's no man in there. There's no, like, if you had said Gray, Hayden Hackney, and, I don't know, Papa Sarr or Bergval, yes, but not Tyrese Hall and Luca Williams. Like, Dane Scarlett. Dane Scarlett doesn't score goals at any level of football, mate. If you go down, Spurs have to go and buy a striker that scores goals at championship level. Yeah. Harji Wright. Right? You need to buy a Harji Wright, a Chris Wood, I'm just trying to think who scores goals, a Ben Berreton Diaz, an Adam Armstrong. You know?
Well, look. I think look, we can do this actually right this second. This is the way to do it. Let's go to the championship. It's a conversation. I think this is the thing is people, we have to have this conversation because it's a genuine possibility.
Well, player stats. In the championship?
I've got it here. Should we bring in Zan Fitopanic, some Slovenian fellow who plays for Swansea? Him, Haji Wright, Ollie McBurney, Kiefer Moore, Jack Clark, Morgan Whittaker, Adam Armstrong. I mean, that's why Wolves bought Adam Armstrong, right?
Right, yeah. That's why they bought Adam Armstrong, because he'll score them goals. You watch, Wolves will get promoted next year and Adam Armstrong will get 15, 20 goals.
Yeah.
Wolves are already planning. So you know what Mario said we should do earlier with young kids? Wolves are able to do that now. Have you noticed Wolves have started to play kids, Perchy? Right?
Yeah.
Because they're relegated already. It doesn't matter. They're getting them ready for life next year.
Yeah. Because they're going to have to rely on a lot of those, the Manes and whatever his name is.
Adozie and Mane and those boys, yeah. And now they've bought Adam Armstrong, who will score goals in the championship. You know, I agree. I agree with this. I agree with this, John. Yeah. The football manager era has kind of ruined reality.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to remember, when teams come out of the championship, they have got men that have been there, seen it and done it. And don't forget as well, they're playing 46 games a year in the championship, in the league. 46. You have a lot of tough, long trips in the championship. And this is what, when Villa came up, who did Villa have in their team when they came up at the championship? Jack Grealish, John McGinn, right? Mings. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, Tyron Mings, yeah.
You've got to have people that have been there
as well. Yeah, I think that's the key bit, right? I think people miss that, and I think I don't want us to go down. You know, I don't. I think it will be one of the worst things to ever happen to this football club. Worst things ever. But I think there'll be a lot harsh reality. Fans will realise if we do go relegated and they think that all these young kids are going to be amazing. They won't.
Right. Here you go. This was the Villa team, right, that won the playoff final 6 years ago. Right? So they had Ahmed El Mamadi. Yeah.
El Mohammadi, yeah.
Mings, Twanzebe and Neil Taylor. John McGinn.
Oh, yeah, remember Neil Taylor.
John McGinn, Conor Hourihane and Jack Grealish, with El Ghazi, Tammy Abraham and Adam Moa. And then on the bench, they had people like Jedinak, Lansbury, Glenn Whelan. Again, men, been there, seen it, done it, right? So when we're going down, if anyone thinks that you're going to go down and all of a sudden you're just going to put a midfield out of Archie Gray, Tyrese Hall and someone else.
You can't do it. We're asking for fucking trouble, man.
Yeah.
Tell you what, credit Bodo Glimp at the moment, by the way.
Hang on, I'm watching it. Hits it. Oh, DeMarco. Oh.
But yeah, no, I think fans, I think we need to start. And do you know what worries me? We're in this position and fans still don't get it.
This absolutely, Paul. Absolutely.
Yeah, Paul, that's a great point.
Absolutely. If we haven't got the players that can stomach a fight to stay up, what tells you they're coming back? They're going to get promoted. Honestly, the championship is brutal. Like the championship is brutal. My best mate, my best mate does Charlton TV, so he's down at the Valley every week, right? And he said some of the teams that come down there, he said, don't get me wrong, not Premier League standard, but they make Charlton look shit. Like you could see that they've been, you can see the teams that have got the men that have been there, seen it, done it. And he said Charlton have got loads of young players that can't deal with that. They can't, the mentality, the fight, the pressure, but we're arrogant enough as Spurs fans that we say things like who is it who said earlier, just put Dane Scarlett up front. Sorry, what? Dane Scarlett's going to get you 20 goals to get you out of the championship, is he? I don't think so. I don't think Dane
Scarlett doesn't get 15 goals in League Two. I think whenever I hear this nonsense, he's never had a chance. Nah, piss off. You've been playing out on loan and you can barely score goals. Like you're not very good. But do you know what? It's the sort of thing Tottenham do is keep a hold of him in the championship. It's the sort of thing we'd do. And I think we will, as a football club, have the arrogance. And do you know what? I think if we genuinely did go down, I have a feeling we'd do back-to-back. People think that's over the top. But I think
the only way you get out of that, mate, I think the only way you get out of that is if somebody, for example, gets hold of Solanke and says, Dom, give us 1 year in the championship.
Yeah.
Give us 1 year, because let's be fair, if Dominic Solanke plays in the championship for Tottenham, he's the top goal scorer in the league. He'll get you 30 goals, right?
Yeah, but his argument will be, I want to fight for an England place. I ain't getting an England place in the championship. I've got to go to insert football club, right? So I think players like Solanke's, because he's one of those on what I would say on the cusp of an England call up, right?
Sure.
It hit the Kane understudy, so to speak. I think there's a few players in that region. Players like a Solanke will go, I'd rather go to insert football club, and he'll go to, I'll use Palace as the example. Could be anyone. Do you know what I could see him going and doing really well? Brighton. I could see him going to someone like a Brighton and doing quite well there. But example, that's just an example. But look at all the players that I could see going. Like someone mentioned, would Vuskovic play in the championship? I think Vuskovic is going to be one of the first names to go, I ain't sticking around. Screw that.
Damn right. Mitrovic. Now that's who you want in the championship up front.
Yeah.
That's the guy you go, right, Spurs are if you go down, to get out of that league, you've got to have a couple of things. The main one, you need a goal scorer. You've got to have 100%. A bloke that scores goals that gets you out of that league. Second, you need some experience, right? And third, and more important, you need a squad, because this is a long year in that league.
Here we go. Year. Should we do the shall he stay or shall he go now on the players that we've got? And guys in the chat, get involved. I think it's a bit of fun whilst it's our time.
Is this if we go down or if we stay up?
If we go down. This is if we go down, right?
Okay. If we go down.
Vicario.
Gone.
Yep, agreed. Kinski.
Stays.
I agree. Stay on that one. Austin.
Stay.
Yeah, I think that'll be our two goalkeepers. I don't think that'll be our goalkeepers.
Two keepers, right? Yeah.
Dragishin.
Gone. He'll go to Italy. His agent isn't having him in.
His agent is already on the blower again. These are on the way out. We're getting somewhere
right now. His agent is on the phone to Genoa, to Atalanta, to Como, whoever going.
A few German clubs are floating in there, like Hertha Berlin or whatever they call.
He's gone.
Kevin Danso.
I think Kevin Danso is a good guy. I think Kevin Danso would stay and be your leader at the back.
Here's a question. I'll flip it though.
Go
on. I could see a team like Crystal Palace going, we've sold Guehi, we haven't replaced him. You're perfect for that role.
Southampton are 2-0 up, by the way.
Yeah, it's just popped up on here. Matasuki. I tell you what, before we carry on with this, have you noticed recently in the championship, a lot of Japanese players floating about in the championship?
Yeah, loads of Asian players playing there now.
There are so many Japanese little kids, lads that have come through the J League, that are coming through. Anyway, so Destiny Adogi.
But so, by the way, yeah. So I get your point on Danso. I just think if you can, I cannot believe, by the way, these are the chats we're having as a Spurs fan. But I think if you go down, Danso is the best centre half in the league. So yes,
Yeah.
I think you keep Danso. I give him the captain's armband. There you go.
Okay. For this, I think there'll be teams that would want him, and he'd probably stay in the Premier League. But for this conversation, I'll let you have him. Danzo's on my list. Danzo's on the list. Destiny Adogi.
Gone.
Yeah, agreed. Romero.
Gone.
Yeah, he's gone. Pedro Porro.
Gone.
Yeah, agreed. Jed Spence.
Gone. He's got so much attitude on him. He thinks he's God's best thing, doesn't he?
There'll be a Premier League team that gets. He's a sort of player that Coventry sign if they get promoted, or Middlesbrough get if they get promoted, right?
Yeah.
Has Ben Davies still got a contract? Do you keep up?
No.
Here's a question. Would you in the Championship? Would you
not
offer him a 1 year deal?
No.
Chat. Is anyone going to change my opinion on Ben Davies? Okay, everyone's saying gone. Okay, fine. Ben Davies won't count them. Mickey van der Ven?
Gone.
Yeah. Souza.
He'll stay.
Yeah, he's on my list already. Souza's staying. Okay. Byfield?
Stay.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Paulinho, we won't be gone. Simmons?
Gone.
Yeah.
He's on 200 grand a week. They won't be able to afford
he has to go. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Basuma? He's out of contract anyway, gone. Madison's gone.
Gone. The only way you get, I would say Madison's loyal and a good guy, but again, can they afford 165 grand a week footballers in the Championship?
He's on 195, isn't he, or something like that? He's something mental.
He's
gone. You won't keep him on that. Archie Gray?
I mean, that's his level, right? He'll stay.
Yeah.
Let's be fair. He's as good. If Archie Gray is what Lubo tells me he is, Luton are 2-1 up against Plymouth, by the way, in the 89th
minute.
In! Penalty for Luton. If Archie Gray is as good as he said, he would stay, make that midfield spot his own, and be in the PFA Team of the Year.
Yeah, that's fair. Agreed. Bergvall?
Now, I would keep him, but I think he will have bigger suitors off potential.
There'll be the Villas and the Liverpools. They're supposedly already sniffing around if we get relegated.
Yeah, I think gone.
Yeah, that's fair. Kulu gone. Gallagher's gone. I think there's already reports talking if we go down. Pape Sarr?
I don't even think he'd be a good footballer in the Championship, but I think he'd stay. I don't know. I've got to keep some.
Do you know the problem? Do you know what the problem is? Right. I think you're going to have a problem where some of these players that we think will get sold. I think. Do you know where Spurs are going to be in real big trouble? Teams will use Spurs and go, we'll just wait it out because the price of that player goes from here down here every day. For example, I'll use Bentancur as
pulled on back, by the way, against Wrexham.
Yeah, it does. Wrexham's a tick now, but Bentancur, for example, right? If I was, I don't know, mid-table team, I don't know. If I was, I don't know, Leeds United, I'll just use them as an example, and they go, "Oh, we could do with a Bentancur, but I ain't paying 20 million for him." Tottenham know they've got to get rid of him, right? Well, it doesn't even have to be them. It's someone in Italy. Who cares, right? They go, "We'll wait a month. He's now worth 15 million. We'll wait till deadline day. He's worth 5 million, right?" So Sarr's one of those where I think I'll use him as the example where at the right price, a team like a Brentford will go, "I'll get in a Pape Sarr for 8-10 million £. And they go, "We'll get him in our team. He might do a job." And then so I don't think Sarr stays. I think there'll be a team like a Brentford go. Bentancur's gone. Richarlison. Is it finally? Is relegation the only opportunity that we get rid of this guy? He's gone, I think.
Unfortunately, I
don't think there's a team that will. I don't think there's a team that would buy him.
And I don't even think he'd do that well in the Championship. But yeah, Tell stays.
Solanke
gone. I think it'd be gone. I think, like you said earlier, I'd try and keep him, if you go down. But let's be brutally honest, teams in the Premier League will take him.
Yeah, I think you'll have teams that will nab Solanke because they know whether or not he's the best, he'll find a way to score goals, and goals cost money. Yeah, I think he got Tell stays. Kudos is gone.
Gone. Odegaard. He'll stay. Odegaard would be a star player in the Championship. There you go.
Yeah. Kolo Muani, no.
Gone.
James Wilson's on this list. I mean, he might end up having
to player, is he?
He's on loan at the moment from Hearts. But so I won't put him on the list because he's still in the category. So out of that list of the players that are considered first team on there, that is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players, and 2 of them are goalkeepers. Now, that's the pool of players that we've retained. Now we've got all the players that are out on loan. So you've got the likes of Donnelly. He'll be there. He'll still be there, though. Lancashire.
Not good enough.
Solomon.
Yeah, I actually think, I mean, I can see a world in which next year in the Championship, you've got Odegaard on one wing and Solomon on the other.
Hang on, let me get all the list to do ones because I have to find another list for all the ones on loan.
For anyone asking, Anthony Clark asked the Newcastle score. Newcastle were 2-0 up against Qarabag. So they're 8-1 on aggregate. By the way, Burton have just scored against Stockport. It was Tyrese Shade. That's a great name, Tyrese Shade.
Yeah.
I'll tell you from who's coming back. I'll tell you who plays. Right? Ashley Phillips goes in at centre half.
Yep.
Ashley Phillips and Kevin Danso. There you go. There's my 2 centre halves next season.
Vuskovic, do you think he's gone? I don't think it. I think his agent.
They're talking about him not being back at Tottenham. Full stop. Let alone if we're in the Championship.
Kota Takai. He's not even played yet for us.
I've got no idea what he's like. He'll stay.
Yeah, Takai. Mikey Moore.
Yeah, he'll stay.
Alfie Devine.
I reckon he stays.
Yep. Who else is on here?
Shrewsbury have equalised, by the way. Tom Sang. That's a great name. Tom Sang.
Was it a good song?
Yang. He'll stay.
Have we sold Valise? Because are we actually going to get a moment that we actually keep out? I think he's actually been sold at the end of the year now. And then Dane Scarlett's the last one, which he will stay as well.
He's got to go. He's got to go.
But he'll still be here. Trust me, I'm telling you. So out of that list these are the ones that are just going to go on loan. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 players that we've got there. Yeah, 3, 6, 9,
gone.
12, 15, 6, 17. Sorry, 17 players that we will keep on the ones that are coming back on loan at the moment that will stay in the chat if we get relegated. That's our list.
And they're all good. Mate, I think 15 or 16 will be sold from the first team from the 25-man squad if we go down, and 15 will be signed. You will have to, unless you promote 10 kids and go and sign 6 or 7 players. Either way, massive trouble, man.
But do you know what's really bad about this list? And one of the big worries for me, I look at some of these lads that are out on loan that are coming back, not even ripping up trees in the Championship now. So the likes of Lancashire, he's in a team in a relegation battle, as is Jamie Donnelly. Mikey Moore's not ripping up trees at Rangers.
I was going to say, look at Mikey Moore, for example, right? Every time Mikey Moore scores a goal, everyone loses their mind and starts sending shit around the internet. Mikey Moore, right, plays for Rangers who are in a title race, and he's got 7 GA, and it's nearly March.
Mate,
I would expect if he was as generational as people said. Now, I'm not knocking him, but if he was truly as generational as these people say, Mikey Moore would have gone to Rangers. He'd be blowing it up. Do you know what I mean? He'd be blowing it up out there. But, you know.
Do you want a fun fact? Dane Scarlett has scored the whole of 0 goals at Hibernian.
Mate.
I mean, he's got 1 assist out of 5. That's ridiculous.
Mate,
you know it's bad when he's got more yellow cards than GA at the moment.
Oh, mate,
it's crazy.
Look, at the end of the day, I'm telling you, I obviously I did a 4-hour show on this morning. For anyone saying they want Spurs to go down, they will soon get the reality check of their life when the week after we've gone down, we start realizing how many players have handed in a transfer request.
Mate,
how many
it will be a fire sale.
Hang on. How many players Spurs have had to transfer this because they can't afford their wages going down into the Championship, right? It will be. We spoke about this earlier. YouTube, if Spurs go down, will be mental because Spurs will have 15 to 20 going out, 15 to 20 coming in. It will be every day something at Tottenham Hotspur. It will be crazy.
But do you know what I think the hard part about, and I don't disagree with you, I think you're right. I think the hard part is I think people need, like, I had someone in a mate of mine's group chat going, we'd get 100 mil for Romero even if we went down. Really? If we get relegated, we're not getting 50 million pounds. Like, what people don't realise is that Spurs have to sell. Clubs will just go, okay, cool. We're in no rush.
We get money for one player. I think there's one player we get big money for. And that's Mickey van der Ven, right?
Yeah.
I think the others, right? Let's be brutally honest, right? You can see this now. Let's use Atletico Madrid, for example. If Atletico Madrid come in, Spurs are being relegated, right? If Atletico Madrid come in and say, we want Romero, there's 40 million. Spurs are going to be looking going, fucking hell, this guy's on 200 grand a week, right? We've got to get that 200 grand a week. That's, by the way, that's 10 million pounds a year, right? For anyone out there, the quick maths, 200 grand a week is 10 million a year that Spurs have to get off their books. So Spurs won't be in a position to go 40. We want 60 million because Atletico will go, we're not paying that.
Have to do it. Here's a question for you. Here's a question for you in the chat. Do you see Tottenham not necessarily selling a lot of these players, but loaning a lot of them out? I could see end up players like Romero getting loaned out. Players like
loan and the other team cover 100% of the wages.
Yes, they have to cut. So, like, for example, we loan Romero. I'll just say Liverpool. Liverpool go, we want Romero, but we only want him on loan. Or in Aston Villa or whoever, right? We want these players on loan. We'll pay their wages, but that's all we're doing.
Yeah.
You're going to have to do... You're going to have to...
Leipzig for a year.
Yes, for example.
Yeah.
But do you know what... Yeah,
people are going to get the shock of their life if we go down. They're going to get the shock of their life because when people are going, loads of people all day going, well, it's up to us if we sell them.
No, it ain't. I read somewhere you're probably a little bit more in tune with it than I am, but I read that you can only make like a small loss in the Championship. You can't. So yeah, that was what I read. I couldn't remember the figure, but do you know what the worry is? Look at what. This is where the likes of Sheffield Wednesday have got themselves into so much drama. Yeah, like that's why they got like a 1 million point deduction. Like that's why they're in such deep shit. Like I don't think you're right. I don't think fans have really thought about it. I see a lot of them, and I'm in a group chat with the people. They travel home and away, and like fair play to them and stuff. And they're going, yeah, but it's all right because we get a load of away days that we've not been to. I'm sitting there going. That is so short term that you haven't thought about. I said that novelty wears off very, very quickly. Going to the valley and going down a deep down always. That's all great, but that novelty wears off very, very quickly. Right?
I think what people have got to remember is this, right? No matter whether or not we think they're good enough for Tottenham, or whether they're good enough to keep us in the league. These are still going to be international footballers that have an ego, that their agents will be going, hang on, if I get them a move, I'm going to get money from the move, right?
Yes.
Listen, all of this, Romero loves Spurs, by the way. Romero's agent will be one of the first ones knocking on the door the day we get relegated, going, right, my guy wants to move to Atletico. My guy wants to move to Barcelona, wherever it is, right?
Yeah.
Let's make no bones about it. If we go down, I should say, not when, if we go down, this club is going to this fan base is never going to have seen anything like it.
Yeah.
Anything like it. Can you hold the thought 1 second?
Yeah. No, he's right. And I think what people don't realize is that the people in charge that we moan about our windows in the Premier League, we're now asking for those people to go, okay, you need to get rid of 10, 15 people and bring in 10 or 15 people. Like, I think you're gonna have to go and get extra bodies in. You're gonna have to be looking at players on the free market and going, okay, we're nabbing. Like, if we have a little look in the free agents list, like, and looking at free agents available in the summer, players like Ryan Kent available and stuff. And where was the? Hang on 1 second. Sorry, guys. Let me have a look on here. Yeah, contracts ending. That's what I wanted to look at. You're going to be looking at players like Mikalenko, who's out of contract, maybe. You're looking at players like Ryan Sessegnon. You're looking at players like Zinchenko in the Championship. Like, even then, like, it's a tall order. I don't think people have really thought about this before jumping on it doesn't matter. Like, he's on the Prez. He's Philly, my man. He's what's it? He's not at a team. Sorry, Karabag have scored again. It's 2-1. It's Duran, not the Duran. Is this your Alpro yogurt?
Yeah, I've got a real craving at the moment for dark chocolate Alpro yogurt.
Yeah, but no, what I was saying, Savva, is you're going to have to start looking at players that are out of contract in the summer and going, okay, who's available? Does someone like Harry Maguire at 32 come down to the Championship? Does players like Malang Sarr and stuff like that, who's a centre-back, play? Josh Madger, who's at West Brom at the moment, is available on a free. Like, I'm just shouting names out. Dennis Sirkin, who's on a free at the moment from Sunderland, is he coming to the Championship? Not a bad, like, Championship player. Players like that, like, I think Paul really, really need to start waking up and looking at, like, what's available at the moment. Like, because I think we could be in a real problem.
Do you know what? It's funny you mentioned Harry Wilson there, right? We spoke about this
Harry
on
Maguire,
WhatsApp.
you mean?
Huh?
Harry Maguire?
No. So, Harry Wilson of Fulham, right?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay.
Harry Wilson of Fulham. There's talks that Villa really want him in the summer. That's the sort of very smart squad signing that Villa made. Yeah. That we would look down our noses at. Newcastle 3-1, Sven Botman. We would look down our noses at, but he'll go to Villa and he'll do well, right? But that's the sort of signing that if Spurs make, everyone will go, oh, what?
Yeah, I think you're right on that. I think he is one of those players that you would have 100% in, like, but no, I think you're going to start having to see very, very quickly. Fans are going to have to really, really wake up and realize that we are in. It's not easy. We moan about Johan Lang signing players when we're in the Premier League and Willstone have gone 2-0 up. Willstone.
Tell you what, Leicester City.
Why can't I hear you? I can't hear a word you're saying now. Sorry, 1 second, mate. Let me fix up my.
I'm going to put the Middlesbrough game on for a little bit because I really need Middlesbrough to score a goal. You all right? Can you hear me?
I'm not sure what's going on now.
Can everyone in the chat hear me?
Mike, hello, can you hear me? Nope, nothing.
Can you hear me?
Not sure.
Guys,
hang on, let me try and fix it. See if this works.
Danny, what do you want to say? Go on. Savvy, you know what they say about dark chocolate. Go on.
Hang on, I'm going to come out and come back in. Not sure what's going on.
Good. Don't know what's going on there, guys. So I've just flipped over to the Middlesbrough game. Guys, everyone saw that Middlesbrough ruined my Acca at the weekend. I put them back in tonight thinking they're at home. They need to win to go level at the top of the table. And again, they're not winning. Again. I don't know what is wrong with them. I need Inter Milan as well, by the way, to score a goal. There you go. Championship team. Austin, Byfield, Danso, Davis, player manager. Walker Peters, Gray. Mate, I don't even think we'd go up. I don't think Defoe would get us out of that league. Yeah. Agreed, Danny. Absolutely agreed, Danny.
Yeah, it's better now.
Absolutely agreed. That is what it is. Not every signing has to be the needle mover. Players like Harvey Barnes, Harry Wilson, ultimate pros. They don't let you down. They're always fit. They score goals. But we would turn our noses up at that.
Yeah, look, I think we've forgotten. I think we've just forgotten about how building a squad is. I think we're so used to just getting an 11 that we actually have forgotten what building a squad does. Look, I think we've got so wrong. But if we come back to Tottenham in the sense of what do we do if we got relegated? We're asking Johan Lang to go find us a manager, find us 10 to 12 players. We can barely sign. We still haven't replaced Heung-min Son.
I know.
Right?
Or Brennan Johnson.
Or like, do you know what I mean? So we're now expecting somebody who is that incompetent to go, do you know what? I can't wait. I almost can't wait for us to get relegated and then have the post-transfer window thing from Johan Lang sitting on his thing going, oh, it was a busy summer. Okay, Johan, we're playing Lincoln City tomorrow, mate. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Like, and look, we tried our best, but the players we wanted weren't available in the championship during the summer. Mate, it's a real concern, right? And the fact that the bookies have got us at 7-2 to get relegated, 7-2.
I think we're at a stage where it's not about Tottenham; it's about everyone else. We need everyone else to be shit.
Agreed.
Right? Everyone was I was talking to a few other people about this, and they're going, "Yeah, we'll nick a win." I went, "Can you genuinely see us nick?" Like people sitting there going, "Yeah, we'll win 2 or 3 home games." We've won 2 games at home all season. Like let's not stop putting our home games like as the barometer. Like I look at Fulham away and going, "That's a tough game of football." Look, we could go to Fulham, get a win, and you go, "Okay, breathing space." But it's crazy. Like we'll
listen. One of 2 things is going to happen. To state the obvious, we go down or we stay up. If we go down, it's catastrophic. If we stay up, Spurs will need to learn their lessons from the past and actually have a very big summer where we build a squad. Now, if we do that, next year needs to be a year where fans stop worrying about qualifying for Champions League and we say, let's just consolidate next year as a football club. But what we do is we'll finish 17th or something and people will go, yeah, we've got to be top 4 next year. We need to build.
We're the sort. Do you know what could happen? Right, this is how I know how we're a little bit delusional as a fan base. We'd go down. Let's just say we go back up. We would finish second. By the way, it'd be very Tottenham to finish second in the Championship, not even win it. Go get promoted, and everyone's going, cool. Let's get back into Europe, guys. Slow down. Slow down.
So we need a couple of years of stability.
Like, I say to you, can we just have a few years of boring Tottenham? Can we be boring for 3 or 4 years where we're stable, consistently getting better? Like, we're never boring. We're chaos, right? We are
the whole thing is chaos. If Tottenham were a person, they are a teenage girl, just constant drama.
Yeah.
It is drama, drama, drama. We need a few years where we just go, no manager change, no owner change, no director of football change, right? Just buy sensibly, build a squad.
Yeah.
But we won't let that happen because our fans are so impatient.
Yeah.
So our fans thought that we were going to finish 17th last year, and then this year we should be challenging on all four fronts. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, you know? By the way, Middlesbrough are 20 minutes away from letting me down here.
I'm in a bit of a pickle at the moment. Just come in. Big goal. Your Charlton have just equalised against struggling West Bromwich Albion.
Good.
Your Charlton. My Willstone are winning 2-0. My Lyndon Dykes, what a player. Yeah, Lyndon Dykes.
Savva, you wanted Calamawundo. Even if we signed him, we would have been even worse. I mean, first and foremost, you need to speak proper English if you're going to try and berate me. Maybe you need to raise your standards. Dude, sorry. When on earth did I say Calamawundo is the only player I would have taken? What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Can I just say, that is the most obscure one to go at. Like, Calamawundo, like...
Because at one time, I probably said, I'd take him.
Yeah,
you know
he's a good
I mean?
little player. He's a good little player. It hasn't worked out. It hasn't worked out at Forest, but let's not. I find it funny how you're saying that whilst we have a team of attackers that can't score goals.
Bodo Glimt have taken the lead at Inter Milan.
I told you they would. And Karabag have pulled one back against Newcastle. If those two go and turn it around, by the way, and it finishes that way, I'll be so pissed off.
Have they? Is it going to... Yeah. They have. That Haig has scored again.
Do you know what? That's the level of player in the Championship, by the way. I'd be all over, by the way. Here's a question, actually. Here's a question.
Oh, what a mistake. What a mistake.
Wait, Inter are going home. Well, they're already home.
Inter need 3 goals.
In half an hour. By the way, here's a question for you. Here's a question. Someone like that Haig and that Berg. Here's a question. If I was Tottenham right now, I'd be, we get relegated, again, this is all down to if we get relegated, I'd be on the phone to someone like a Patrick Berg and going, come in, be our midfield general.
Yeah.
Perfect sort of midfielder in the Championship he would be. Even like that Haig and that, is it Hogg, that striker?
Haig, yeah.
Because you can pay them more money in the Championship than they'd ever get in Bodo Glimt in the Swedish league. They'd come in and be brilliant for us.
Mate, but you remember last season when we said to everyone, like, Berg's a really good player, and people who had never watched him just saw Spurs play them once, and everyone went, oh, they're Bodo crap.
Can I just say,
by the way,
our 2-2 against Bodo Glimt's getting better and better every week. I was about to
say, all those people earlier on that went, Frank shit, he didn't beat Bodo. Bodo this year have drawn with Atletico Madrid, drawn with Dortmund, beat
Man City,
Inter,
beat City, beat Man City,
beat
about to beat
Milan.
About to be Inter twice, by the way.
Well, at the moment, yeah.
If it stays like it is, they're about to be Inter twice. Like, I'm telling you now. Bodo, by the way, my new little team, by the way. I heard there's a lot of Spurs fans that love Bodo Glimt, by the way.
Oh, Aaron, fuck off, mate. You're really boring now.
What's Frank got to do with anything?
Aaron, it's really boring. Everything I say now, you're just digging at. You did it earlier when I mentioned Arsenal. If I mention Frank, please grow up. Stop being a prick. Please, just stop being a prick. It's really boring.
Yeah,
we're just having a bit of banter talking about football, and everything I say you don't like. Just fuck off and watch another YouTuber. It's really that simple. Yeah. I'm just so bored. People go, you're talking about Arsenal. Of course we're going to talk about Arsenal. They're our North London rivals and they're top of the table.
We're just talking football. Chill, man.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know
oxygen things, honestly, man. These dickheads.
Do you know what Bodo have right now? Like, it looks like unless something changes here, they're going to go through. Bodo are in that position where they had it with us, remember, where their season is basically finished next week. I think they play Mulder on Friday, and that's the final game of their season, I think. Oh, no, it's not a lie. Oh, no, wait, yeah, no, their season's just started, I think, or something. But look, this is the team, by the way. Bodo Glimt haven't lost a game since November in all competitions. They've beat, in that run, by the way, they drew with Dortmund 2-2, beat Man City 3-1, beat Atletico Madrid 2-1, beat Inter Milan twice if this stays as it is. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Makes our 2-2 look even. I mean, they've lost, by the way, just so you know, they've lost this season. They beat Sturm Graz in the qualifier. We even go back as far as the qualifiers. Beat them 5-0, then lost 2-1 in the second leg. They've lost one there. They lost to Galatasaray. Lost a league game against Vallegra. Lost to Monaco. And lost to Juventus. They've lost 5 games all season. Like, they're a good team, mate. I'm telling you now. But
no one's allowed to be good if you don't know them, right? By the way, Hull City 3, Derby 2, Egan, John Egan with the goal.
John Egan is the most championship centre-half ever.
Yeah,
John, I feel like he's played for. I think he played at Brentford at one time. John Egan. He played for Sheffield United and stuff. Proper championship centre-half.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Luxo, if Spurs go down, get in the Bodo manager, plus Berg, plus Haig, and plus the other one, Hogg. Yep. Who is it that tried to sign? Was it Norwich who tried to sign the Bodo striker?
Yeah, they tried to sign the Hogg, is his name.
That's it. Yeah.
But
they've got gems like that all over the world, and we can't seem to find any of them.
They got a 17-year-old called Mikel Bro. I kind of like that. Can we get Bro in our team? He's an attacker. Yeah. Or they've also got a guy called Gift Sunday. Now that is a name and a half. Gift Sunday. He's a 19-year-old Nigerian lad.
The headlines write themselves, don't they? With that one.
Yeah.
I've got the Middlesbrough game on, by the way. And every time I watch Middlesbrough, I always think, how are you in the top? Like, how do you know what I mean? They're one of them teams where I'm never impressed by, but they seem to win every time that I don't bet on them.
Right. I'm in a position where I need Northampton to score 2 goals and Swansea to score 2 goals for 400 and odd.
Let me show you something, Perchy. And this is what you get. I don't want any players from Bodo. Now, I'm pretty sure Ringo was one of those people telling me that that Lookman isn't good enough for Tottenham.
When you say no ambition, you do realise, well, what is that? Can I ask a question? Because I hear this a lot from people. No ambition. Can you quantify what ambition is at this point? We're in a relegation battle. What is ambition right now? Why? Yeah, do you know what's funny, right? Because I tell you what. Let's use Hay. He just scored for Bodo Glimt. He scored. He's the sort of player that Brighton will pick up, and then we all go in 2 or 3 years' time and go, fucking hell, how they managed to get hold of him? We're watching him in. It's funny. It's funny, isn't it? Because
people like that, they kind of have what they deserve, right? Like when we talk about having a proper scouting team, right? When you then talk about scouting players, they go, no ambition. Honestly, this guy said to me that Lookman wasn't good enough for Tottenham. Now he's saying to me this would scream of no. At what stage do you just look at some of these people's comments and go,
"Yeah, you can't take this shit. Like you can't take this crap seriously."
By the way, Carrick did brilliant at Borough. Didn't manage to get them promoted in 3 years and got the sack because they were mid-table.
I think we a lot of this.
Yeah, Ringo, because Arsenal are one of the best teams in Europe and we're not.
Does he realise we're talking about this in the mindset of we might be in the Championship next season?
I know he's not
insane. But here's the funny thing, right? Here's the funny thing. I think you mentioned about Michael Carrick. You know what I always say to you? That the here and nowisms are brilliant because Michael Carrick, right now, he's having a good run of form with Man United. Man United, all of a sudden, right? He's the guy now. He's the guy.
Yeah.
Right.
But he was sacked from Borough.
He got
because
sacked
they
from
failed.
Middlesbrough. And hear me out, right? And by the way, credit to Michael Carrick. I think he's doing a brilliant job. And Man United should not be hiring him. They will go down the same route as they did with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Not the right move.
Yeah. Go and get a best in class.
Get a proper manager, right? Get someone in, build the philosophy, build the ideology around them, right? Fine. I can't wait now. Spurs fans will now be saying that if Michael Carrick doesn't sign for Man United, we should get him. Let's get the right thing for what we need. Everyone now, Michael Carrick's flavour of the month. Last month it was De Zerbi. The month before that it was Reggie Labrie. No one's talking about us getting Labrie as our manager anymore because they've been absolutely capitulated on form, right?
Yeah, this is the problem, right? This is the problem with the right nowisms. Like you said, this is the problem with them. So, for example, Carrick takes over United, does well. People go, we should have got Carrick. If we had taken Michael Carrick, who was sacked from the Championship for finishing 10th, right? What would our fans have said at the time? This guy's not a winner. He's never managed in a Premier League.
Yeah.
This is where it's all well and good. But if I'm Man United, right, I want dang on, Danny's here. Are we able to get him in? Oh, there we go.
Hey, right.
Nice. If I'm Man United. Sorry, as a Spurs fan or another Premier League fan, I want Man U to hire Carrick.
Yes.
What I don't want Man U to do is go and get Luis Enrique.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, Enrique.
Can I just say one thing as well about Bodo Glimt, right? It's insane. I heard you guys talking about him earlier. It's insane how good they have been this year, and the results they've got against some big teams in Champions League this year.
They've been good for a while. I think people.
I know they have Perchy, right? But do you know one of the things that I always keep mentioning why I think they're so good, right? And I think it's because they have they hired someone who was a former Air Force fighter pilot, right? And his name is Bjorn Mansverk or something like that, Mansverk. And he basically serves as their mental coach, right? And he's played a key role in their success since 2018. And he introduced a military style mental training and focus. And his kind of method is train as you intend to fight techniques, right? And essentially, this is kind of what you see on the pitch. It's like this team, they have no fear against who they're coming up against. And I think this is the exact type of thing we need at Spurs.
And
that as well.
They've had the same manager for years, right?
Yep.
They've had mostly the same group of players for years. They sign very good, technical, tidy footballers, and they have a style and an ethos, right? But again, what Spurs would do.
Sorry, go on.
What Spurs would do is they would hire one of the players from Bodo.
Yep.
Put him in a system that isn't the same as Bodo Glimt's, and then we'd go, oh, he's rubbish.
Yeah.
Did anyone just see that? What a save!
Which game? You got
the Bodo game.
Yeah, the Bodo keeper.
The keeper's just made an absolute super save. It's hit the post. It's ricocheted up. Someone's there to tap it in. He just flicks it out. What a save!
Hang on, I'm still at Middlesbrough in the 84th minute here.
Hull have gone forward.
Yeah. Oh, where's VAR when you need it for a handball decision?
Hull have gone 4-2 up against Derby.
Listen, like I said, I think
Perchy.
I think Berg of Bodo is exactly the sort of player that a lot of clubs need. Someone who sits in midfield and at every opportunity says, give me the ball. At every opportunity, he's always free. He's always available. He's like Tielemans in a way, right?
Yeah.
Good shout.
Our fans seem to think that we're gonna like for example, if Adam Wharton becomes available this summer, could we get Adam Wharton? Yes. Would we get Adam Wharton above Liverpool, Chelsea, City? No. Right. And that's the reality of the situation. But you got fans like Ringo in the chat that just go, yeah, we need a Wharton. Of course we need a Wharton. No one's arguing we don't need a Wharton, but if Adam Wharton's got better opportunities on the line, he's not joining Spurs.
No.
I think we need to stop worrying about. Do you know what we do? And we worry about individual players. Forget about Adam Wharton as an entity, right? Forget about him as an individual. We need to start buying quality collectively, and maybe we're not going to get that level because I disagree. I don't think we get an Adam Wharton for love nor money. I think he looks at us and goes, there's better options. Like, I think he looks at Newcastle and goes, they're a better option. Villa.
Bodo are 2-0 up.
But also, you've got to think about it, right? If Tonali... Oh, I can't hear you guys.
Bodo Glimt
I
are
can hear
2-0 up. Inter Milan.
I'm watching it now.
Need 4 goals in 19 minutes.
It's gone to Jan Sommer. I'm just watching the goal now.
Mine's a bit behind. What minute are you guys on?
I'm on the 70th. I'm on the 71st minute. It's gone out right on this right-hand side.
You guys need to get yourself some Sky Sports and TNT Sports. Like, you're so far behind.
We don't pay for that.
Oh, what a good goal that is, though.
I'm watching it now. Wait.
Who was that? See, we don't have anyone in our team that does that.
Oh, even that pass.
Yeah, what a goal that is.
Ball. I'm watching it now. Lovely ball in there.
Oh,
good
what a finish. That's a great goal. That is a great goal.
Oh, that's magic. That's magic. Lovely. That's a magic goal.
Do you know what? I didn't even see that pass. Like, I literally didn't even see it. As in, like, I couldn't... I didn't see the play. When he had the ball, I didn't expect him to do that.
What? Because of one team. Come on, Stefan. Our Europa League run was lovely. Who are we kidding? Honestly, this is what I mean. Stefan, I like Stefan in the chat. But you know when we talked just now, Perchy, about right now-isms, right? This is what people do. So because Bodo are beating Inter, well, I guess it means our Europa League win was brilliant. Well, I mean... We played the worst Man United team I've ever seen. We played a very average Frankfurt team. We beat, I can't even think who we beat in the group stages, like Karabag and...
No, we beat...
someone's got sound on.
Danny.
Someone's got sound on in the background. It's going to get me...
Yeah, no, you're right. I think... Look at Bodo. But here's the example, right? No, you're right. Now, all of a sudden, our run was... amazing. Look, whatever, like, it is what it is. It's funny, isn't it? Because everyone kept saying to me about Bodo Glimt, we should be battering these.
I know.
And it almost became comical because I said at the time, no, get a good. We were 2-0 down against these, and everyone was having absolute kittens when we were 2-0 down. I went and we pulled it back. I said at the time, huh?
It's stupid people think that.
I said at the time, I said, that is a very, very big point this season against these. I said that they're a very good football inside. I said they'll cause problems this season, and they're about to, unless something mad happens in this game, we're about to knock out one of the favourites to win it. Inter Milan were in that group of teams that were going to, in that route collection of teams to try and win this season. I mean, they were in the final last year, right? They were in the final.
They lost the final to...
They lost the final to PSG.
Yeah.
So it's like... Look,
International.
It's a lovely counter.
I've got Middlesbrough in the 89th minute. I tell you, every time I put Middlesbrough in an Acca, every time... Do you know what I'm going to do now? Every week, I'm going to put Middlesbrough in an Acca so that they don't get promoted.
Do you know what
they're now on my naughty list, Middlesbrough.
Oh dear, oh dear.
I tell you what, though, Leicester in trouble. Leicester in trouble.
Middlesbrough get battered everywhere they go.
Leicester, Harry Winks. They're just showing Harry Winks' touch map. Go on, Harry.
Isn't do you know what annoys me? And I say this all the time with Leicester City. Spurs fans have to look at Leicester City and go, this could be us very soon. We're not a million miles away of being in a Leicester City situation. Because do you know what they did, Savva, and everything we spoke about earlier? Players that aren't good enough in the Championship.
Inter have pulled one back. The Great Escape is on for Inter Milan.
I'm just watching it now.
Is it from the corner?
Just watching it now.
Corner kick. DeMarco whips it in, and I think Bissek heads it down. And then, hang on, they've given it. When did it go in? Hang on, this.
I'm watching now. Ball whipped in, DeMarco. Oh, they're giving another corner.
Oh, they're saying the keeper's behind the line.
What?
Hang on. They're saying, well, his watch must have gone because he looked at his watch to say goal.
Oh. Did the ball go over the line?
I didn't think it did, but apparently
No, it didn't look like it did. Oh yeah, he pointed to the watch, didn't he?
Yeah, his watch went. Like, I'll tell you what's funny, right? When you talk about Leicester City, everything I've said about players like Gray, Tell, Odegaard, those sorts of players.
Oh yeah, it did go over the line.
Is everything I've said about the Winkses and Skips when they were at Spurs. Right?
Yeah.
Those players are now in a relegation battle in the Championship.
But isn't that the problem, right? We've got players that I don't think are good enough, and Winks and Skip are the great examples of it, right? They've gone down and they are struggling with them two in midfield.
Yeah, if anything, those two should be running that midfield, right?
Yeah, literally. Exactly.
Perchy gets battered.
Oh, it's annoying, man. Bastoni scored. And we should be signing him. He's not a bad centre half, that Bastoni.
Oh, he's rubbish, remember?
I'll never, ever forget that summer when Spurs fans were going,
Longley.
I can't believe Bastoni, we didn't get him. It's like, what part of you thought Bastoni was leaving Inter Milan to come to Tottenham Hotspur? Like, it's another example, though. We can say whatever name we want for ambition. So, you know, when people say to me, you've got a better ambition. I want Spurs to sign Mbappe and Pedri and Haaland. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. Like, just a bit of realism every now and then would be lovely.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Savva, come on, really? You're going to ask for that from Spurs fans?
Danny, I'm going to have to stop you. This is a very, very important one. Huge goal at the Liberty. Swansea City have pulled one back in the Acca. Gemma!
Snoop Doggy Dog. Did you guys see what happened at the
Yeah, I saw him on the pitch. Quality. Yeah.
Why can't Snoop Dogg buy Tottenham, man? Fucking hell, that'd be.
I don't think he's quite got 4 billion.
I
know he's.
He didn't. He's obviously got a team of investors, right? He's probably heading the investment, but that's what we need. We need someone like Snoop Dogg. He'll come and sort out these players.
You know what? No, we don't. We just need someone sensible. Can we just have sensible, please? Can we not have chaos? Have Snoop Dogs? Like, just someone normal. Just someone that we... Do you know what I want? I want someone that we don't know who is in charge.
I want Ryan Reynolds.
No. Can we just not have someone that we have to hear about? Can we just have someone that his name is Dave Smith? He's an investment, whatever, and he's let someone like Ragnick to run the club, and we get on with stuff.
Do you know what would be funny though, Perchy? Someone like Ryan Reynolds, right? He seems like such a really happy-go-lucky, happy, funny type of guy. You know, if he comes to Tottenham, you know they're going to drain his soul.
Oh, like, yeah.
You'll just see. Yeah,
he'll start making period piece dramas instead of comedy. Do you know what makes me hit it, Borough, hit it. How are these second in the league? They look dreadful.
But I realise this Swansea goal was in the 90th.
They're probably better than us,
by the way.
This is what you get. Look, again, it's this simplistic mindset. Just break your wage structure to
I
attract.
thought you said
high
age
quality
structure.
players.
What does that
Right.
mean?
The problem you've got, Ringo, is Spurs went to break their wage structure to ask Semenyo. What did Semenyo say?
Ringo
He went
Starr.
to Man City for 100 grand less a week than we offered him.
May I ask
Please.
Ringo? Can I ask Ringo a question?
Hang on.
Ringo,
Please, just can we please stop this notion that if Spurs break their wage structure, suddenly all these top players want to join us instead of the bigger
The difference
club.
is, Savva, I think maybe they mean not now, right? If like no way it happens now, but if we were sitting there like competing for top 4 year in year out, then I'd agree with it.
Danny, who doesn't? Who
Yeah.
doesn't agree with that, right? But right now, as I said, we offered Semenyo the most lucrative deal in the club's history.
yeah.
And Semenyo's agent was like, nah.
Can I ask a question to
Ridiculous.
my mate Ringo? Ringo,
Yes,
this
we did.
is a
Yes,
this is
we
a
did.
question. This is a question to Ringo right now. Ringo, your next word has to be a player. Name me the football player that would want 300 grand a week and signs for Tottenham in the summer. Obviously, if we stay up, name me that player. I'll write it down and then I'll absolutely cook you. Is that what the kids say?
There's a good point. People in the chat, name players that will join Tottenham for 300 grand a week.
Yeah.
What if we stay up? You mean?
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
With no Champions League football, no European football.
Forget.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. So name players. No, first of all, Dan, you got to think about it, right? If a player is that good to be being offered 300 grand a week, why are they not going to a team in the Champions League?
So you've used the term Adam Wharton, paying Adam Wharton 300 grand a week. So hear me out, okay? I'll add this. It's because it's the flavor of the month. So hear me out. If Adam Wharton was expecting 300 grand a week, you must think that clubs like Man City, Liverpool, even clubs outside of that, maybe Arsenal, probably may not necessarily need another midfielder.
Man United.
Chelsea, Man United. Now, that's the big boys. Newcastle, Aston Villa. Is someone like Adam Wharton coming to Tottenham if those 7 clubs, if Adam Wharton's available, you're telling me that those 7 clubs aren't looking at him?
And by the way, you aren't even going to need to pay half of 300 grand a week to get Adam Wharton.
Adam Wharton won't be on 300. He'll be on 150.
Again, this is the point. People, right? People like Ringo, I'll call it. People that are that stupid that just say these things don't get it, right? They don't get it. If a top player is on 300 grand a week, you tell me, here you go. Let me ask you a question. All the players on 300 grand a week or more in the Premier League, who do they play for?
All the best teams.
Yeah.
All the top teams, right?
Why don't they play for a Spurs or a Villa?
Because the team players that want the big money are the best players and play for the best team.
No, they don't want to play for Spurs because we've got the longest bar in Europe and they don't really care about that.
No. It's because we're not the best. Like, there's a reason. Do you know what annoys me? I hate this whole we pay the wages bullshit. I think it's people when you look at the actual evidence of it, Tottenham are the 6th highest in the league. Above and the
I've got
teams
a question,
above us-
Perchy. I've got a question, right? I've got a question. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players in the Premier League on above 300 grand a week, 300 or more. Can you name those 6 players off the top of your head? No Googling. Who are the 6 players?
Wait, say it again, Savva. 6 players who...
Over
6
300.
players on 300k a week or more in the Premier League. There's only 6.
I'll say Haaland.
Salah, Casemiro.
Hang on, one of you.
Danny
Van Dijk.
Yes.
Van Dijk.
Haaland, Casemiro,
Van Dijk. Salah.
2 more.
Bruno.
Saka.
Bruno Fernandes and 1 more.
Saka.
Yeah.
Saka's contract hasn't come into play yet.
Oh,
There's
okay.
one other.
Trying to think now.
Oh, that's good. I'm trying to think. Anyone?
One more player.
Right.
Who?
Plays for Man City.
Oh,
Rodri.
Rodri,
Yeah.
sorry.
Nope.
Yeah, it's not Rodri.
Ooh.
Oh, no, John Stones, I think, is on something stupid, isn't he? No, not
Nope.
Stones.
Oh, Donnarumma.
Nope.
Am I
Captain.
missing?
Captain.
Oh, Ruben Diaz.
Captain. The captain.
Wait, what?
I'm trying to
Bernardo
think who's the
Silva.
Oh,
Right?
Is
sorry,
Bernardo
I
Silva the
thought-
captain?
Sorry, I thought you'd
hang on.
already said. Sorry, I thought
Hang
you'd already
on.
said
Let me
Bernardo.
get-
Sorry.
guys, let me get to the point. So, of those 6 players, 2 play for Liverpool, 2 play for City, and 2 play for Man United. Right?
Yeah.
So, of those 6 players that are on 300 grand a week, this is why this notion, when people like Ringo come out with just offer players 300 grand a week. Now, would you like to know the 10 players behind those 6? Right? The 10 players behind those 6, and you can guess who they play for. Is Omar Mamouche, Kai Havertz, Alexander Isak, Gabriel Jesus, John Stones, Ruben Diaz, Reece James, Mark Guehi, and William Saliba. Again, anyone want to tell me the teams those players play for?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brentford.
Right. Ringo, how did Newcastle get Tonali? Well, Tonali's not on 300 grand a week. Would you like to know how much money Tonali is on?
120, isn't it?
Right.
He's on less. He's on less than. He's not even their highest paid. Bruno's their highest paid, isn't he?
Let me tell you.
Yeah, Bruno's the highest paid.
I'm still looking down the list for his name, by the way. Sandro
He's in about
Tonali.
120, no?
Sandro Tonali is the 74th highest paid player in the Premier League on 150 grand a week.
Oh.
So from a Spurs perspective, he earns less money than Kudus. He earns less money than, bear with me, he earns less money than Kudus. He earns less money than Conor Gallagher. He earns less money than Maddison, less money than Xavi Simons, and less money than Christian Romero.
Yeah.
Right? So how did Newcastle attract Tonali? Simple. Tonali's not a 300 grand a week footballer.
Yeah.
So now,
and Adam
everyone's
Ward is a
seen-
300 grand a week
so
player.
now everyone's seen Ringo. Now name us a player that would be 300 grand a week that joins Tottenham. 300 grand a week players are Bernardo Silva, Erling Haaland, Virgil
hang
van Dijk. Exactly. He's a 35. Oh, you're answering your own question.
So do you want to know? And what I'll do is I'll take out the ones that are in Saudi right now, the players that are on over 300 grand a week, and obviously I'll exclude the players like Ronaldo, Mahrez, all these that are on ridiculous, insane money that are in Saudi, right? So you've got players like Vlahovic, he's on a 375 grand a week.
Yildiz now is on stupid wages.
Well, Raheem Sterling's on this list, but he's left now. His contract's nowhere near that. Dembele's on 308 grand a week. So the 300k plus players are the best players in the world. The player of the year in Ousmane Dembele. And that's all. And obviously the list of the players in the Premier League that you've already picked. So what you're saying is anyone, excluding Saudi money, do you get what I mean? Excluding Saudi money, apart from the ones in the Premier League that you've already listed, it's Ousmane Dembele and Dusan Vlahovic, who's on ridiculous money. What are we doing here? I just think when we talk about it, we don't get how it works, right? We don't get how it works. It's so low. It's so low IQ.
Who was bad, Savva? Stanley,
yeah. This is what makes you laugh, right? People are not understanding, right? Any player that is at the 300 grand a week level, is going to a massive football club, right? Now, when I look at, I can get rid of the live scores now, really, can't I? Because they've, the game's fitting. Right, let me bring this up, right? Let me go to, here we go. Let me bring this up, right? Anybody on this list, all right, above Romero, by the way. If you look at Romero, can you see Romero in that list?
No.
No.
Right,
Oh, yeah.
Right? Anyone above Romero in that list plays for one of the big 5 clubs.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Plays for one of the big 5 clubs. So outside of the big 5 clubs, you then start getting Tottenham. But look at some of the players that are at bigger clubs that are on less than what we pay some of our players. This is why when people, this is like, like Dan and Benji always come on and go, wage. Spurs are paying big money for footballers. Spurs are paying big money to Romero, to Gallagher, to Maddison, to Paulinho, to Mawani, we're paying Kudus. But these people, right? If you are worth 300 grand a week, you're not choosing Spurs. Now, the point is, if Adam Wharton came to Tottenham, for example, we wouldn't have to pay 300 grand a week for him. He's not a 300 grand a week footballer.
Yeah.
This is when I'm trying to have these grown-up conversations with these people like Ringo, it's mental. Ringo, look, right? This is what I said. We can attract Adam Wharton. Yes, we can. Unless one of the bigger clubs goes in for him. I don't understand how you and other fans in this club don't understand this by now. We are not as attractive as United, City, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Chelsea. We simply aren't as attractive. So if we ring up Adam Wharton's agent and say, Adam Wharton, we want him. One of the first things, Ringo, I'm going to give you a lesson in how transfers work, right? Because I know you're someone who can't get it. One of the first things the Spurs person who rings up the agent is going to ask, who else is interested, right? What's his scenario? Is he happy at Palace? Would he leave? Why would he leave? Who else is interested, right? And what will more than likely happen is Adam Wharton's agent will say, couple of clubs sniffing around. If he's going to leave, it's going to be boom, 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 right? What Adam Wharton's agent will do immediately is get on the blower to intermediaries of Arsenal, of Chelsea, of Man United, of City, of Liverpool, and be like, just so you know, Spurs are sniffing around Adam Wharton. They're talking about offering him 125 grand a week. What you saying? Is there any interest? Those intermediaries go back to the club and go, guys, just heard from Adam Wharton's agent. Wharton is happy to leave the club this summer if the price is right. And then the football clubs decide, I'm interested, I'm not. So, Ringo, yes, if we are the only club that go in for Adam Wharton of the big 6, so to speak, yes, I believe you that we get Adam Wharton. But people like you said we could get Semenyo. You can't. You can't compete. Let's have a look. Sadio Mane, he went to Liverpool. Willian, we wanted him. He went to Chelsea, right? Pedro Neto, we wanted him. He's not even a 300 grand a week player. Where did he go? Chelsea, right? So stop. Dude, you're not. Fuck me. Sorry. Is this guy dumb? Is this guy dumb? Listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. I agree with you. We could have got Wharton. We could get Wharton if no one bigger wants him. All I need you to acknowledge in the chat is if we go up against City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, that we don't get him. Surely you acknowledge that. Surely you acknowledge that.
You've also got to remember it.
What's his name? What's his name? Who is
Ringo.
it? Ringo. Let me ask this simple question. If there's a player out there, and Spurs, and Chelsea, and Man City, and Arsenal, and Man United, Liverpool, they want the same player, are we going to get him? Yes or no?
I think we have to just be look. I don't think we would sign Adam Wharton because I think there's better suitors for the player and he'll find a better club to go to than us. I think we also misrepresent that there'll be a lot of clubs outside of England that will want him. A Bayern Munich will be losing a Goretzka this season. We'll look at someone like Adam Wharton and go, he literally will do exactly at the age of 23. Perfect player. That's a good one.
I actually use that actually.
No, but look, I think what we have to be
I'm just
really,
staggered by how many people don't get how transfers work, right?
it's
And also,
2026 and stuff.
Perchy, also, Danny, also what people don't understand is the amount of money you can make aside from your basic wage by joining a bigger club is mad.
Have this conversation all the time. People miss
Right.
that. Going
Bonuses.
to a Man United, sponsorships go like when I said to you about the whole Semenyo thing was Spurs can offer him more money, but he goes to Man City and they go, well, you're playing for the best team in the country. Sponsors are ringing up going, we want you to be the face of our company, our company, our company. You don't do that at Tottenham. So I think people miss out on all these intricacies in a contract and in what going to better football clubs do. I hear this all the time. I heard this all the time, by the way. Eze's ruined his career by going to Arsenal. Has he? He's at the team at the top of the league. What are you on about? Like, what are you talking about? Like, he will get better deals and packages going to Arsenal than he would come to Tottenham. But people just don't get it. Like, and it is what it is. It's fine. Like, just if you don't get it, it's fine. But it's not difficult. It's not rocket science, right? It's not rocket science. The better football clubs buy the better.
It is rocket science, Perchy, mate.
Ringo, are you thick as shit? No one's giving them excuses. We are saying Spurs need to scout properly.
Yes.
Right? There are players like Yuri Tielemans was on a free and went to Aston Villa.
Yeah. Who said no to him? Poch.
Yuri Tielemans is a very good player that pulls strings in midfield for Aston Villa. Why couldn't we have got a sensible signing like Yuri Tielemans on a free?
Yeah.
No one's giving them excuses, Ringo. Listen to what we're saying. This is normal, right? This is normal in life. People go to what's best.
Yeah. The best.
Stop. This isn't an excuse. It's a fact of life. You know what you are, Ringo? You're one of those people who are so deluded. You walk into the club as the ugliest guy in there and think you can pull the fittest bird. That's the sort of person you are. That's the sort of person you are. It very rarely happens because they don't look at people like that, right?
Look,
it's.
I just think. Do you know what it is? This is all stemmed from, by the way, when we've been talking about players like Patrick Berg. Oh, you would rather someone like Berg, but I look at him and go, get straight into our midfield. Completely does everything we need in midfield right now. I watched him. I watched the patches that I did watch. I went, you're a player, right? We're in a position where if we can't attract an Adam Wharton right now, that's fine. Because do you know what it is? I always say it, the food chain. Adam Wharton will have a lot of suitors when he's ready to leave Crystal Palace. Cool. We can be in that mix. I always say, we have this conversation where we can be in that mix all we want. But where will Tottenham's package deal for Adam Wharton be in the list if there's 10 other football clubs? We might be maybe 7th. And then it's like, so you'd be happy if we signed Berg this summer as our new midfielder for next season, just to clarify. Yeah, I don't think we've got any midfielder at the moment that does what Patrick Berg does at the moment.
Hang on. Ringo, why do you only have to buy one midfielder?
Yeah, it's not about one.
Why can't I have Berg as one of my 4 or 5 midfielders that we signed?
Yeah.
Well, we need about 4 or 5.
Mate, and Danny, that's the point, right? No one's. By the way, actually, Perchy, I think this started by saying if we went into the championship,
if we went in the championship,
you'd want to get Berg in midfield, right?
Yeah,
and this guy,
that was where it came from.
Again, this dumb shit isn't listening. We said if we were relegated, oh my Lord, please tell me no one hires you to do a job for them and no one pays you actual money. Because this is, can you imagine if this guy with this kind of verbal reasoning worked for you? We said if we got relegated, you'd want to go to Bodo Glimt and say, Berg, Haig, and the manager come in and take us back up. And you're now going, what? You want him over Adam Wharton? No,
I'll take Ringo for a salesman, mate. He doesn't take no for an answer.
Oh my God!
I think the problem is do you know what happens here? We miss nuance in all of this. All of a sudden, everyone just thinks all of a sudden we're going to pick the best players in the Premier League right now and go, yeah, you're coming to Tottenham. It's not how it works. We're not. I think people forget we're not an attractive outfit right now. We're not an attractive outfit.
We haven't been
Even
for
if,
years.
look, even if we stayed up, even if, right, I think we will stay up. I'm a little bit worried, but I think we will stay up. But who's to say that Adam Wharton goes, I want to go to that mess. I want to go to that mess right now. When I could go to a Man United, one of the greatest teams in the world, objectively, they are one of the biggest football clubs as a name in the world, and be there. They're losing, by the way, Man United are losing a Casemiro. He's going on a free. They will reduce his wages from that and go, we'll get Adam Wharton in, and he will be our succession plan.
Where are you
You're
going?
retiring.
You going
You're
to
retiring.
Spurs right now?
Forget about the other clubs. If you were Adam Wharton right now, are you going to Man United or Tottenham? Let's just say the deals are exactly the same. Exactly the same. You're going Man United.
Going Man United.
It's not.
Look, all I've ever tried to argue back, right, Perchy, is people have got to understand the food chain.
Yeah.
Everyone, I'm so bored of arguing. People say, just pay more. They don't get it. They don't get it. No one's saying we don't need to increase the wage structure. But you saw there that there's no player from any other club outside the top 5 paid more than what we pay footballers. Like Villa don't, Newcastle don't. None of them pay what we pay to our top players. The problem is when you go to the next bracket up. To get the next bracket up of players, you need to have something to offer them. Title challenges, right?
Sure.
Good players to play with, right? We don't have that. Hang on. We are, right? We missed the opportunity. I know Danny agrees with me on this. We missed the opportunity. You strengthen from a position of strength. When we were finishing second and third under Poch,
that's when you do
were
it.
Strong. That's when you strengthen. What we are trying to do now, what people like Ringo don't get is you are trying to strengthen now from a position of weakness where the whole world, let this sink in, guys, and let me rank because I might clip this, right? The whole world is watching Tottenham have a meltdown. The whole world is seeing us lose week after week after week for years in a row. The whole world is seeing us for 2 years in a row, 17th and currently 16th. The whole world is seeing us sack manager after manager after manager. The whole world is seeing Romero calling out everybody in the board and telling everyone how shit Spurs are on Instagram. The whole world is watching Mickey van der Ven ignore Frank and Tudor. But yet fans like Ringo think that the whole football world sees all of this and then the players go, that's where I want to go. Yeah. They think that Adam Wharton and his agent are going to look at this and go, that's a good place to go to. They look like they've got their shit together. They don't get it, right?
I blame Ringo for this.
To be sensible, Spurs need to go and make some sensible signings, consolidate for a year or two, and build and grow, right? No, I didn't miss your point. When you're saying if you're decisive and act fast, you can get a deal done, right?
How it
Again,
works.
Ringo, I've worked for Premier League clubs. I'm going to tell you how the scouting network works. You don't seem to get it. And I'm going to tell you what happened with Eze, right? Ringo, what happens is in all of these transfers, if there are multiple clubs looking at a player, as soon as one club calls the player's agent, that agent puts feelers out to the market to say, hey, so-and-so have made a move, right? Arsenal in the summer would have had updates every day on the Eze situation from inside Crystal Palace. And the moment Arsenal made their move, they get the deal done, right? People thinking that these deals happen under the radar and that no one, the agents are the ones spinning this.
Yeah.
Semenyo's agent would have been on the phone to Spurs, Man City, Liverpool, playing the game. This is why people like Ringo, they don't understand how transfers work. They say things, act quick. Sorry, you think we ring up Adam Wharton's agent and go, shh, don't tell anyone. Don't tell any other club we're trying to buy him. Right? This isn't true. They asked to keep tabs on him
Yeah.
through the whole situation.
They made the
Hang on. Do you think it's a coincidence, Ringo, that the very day Spurs agreed the fee with him is the very day Arsenal nicked in and took him? You think that's coincidence?
It's not
Stop
hard, is it?
now. Stop. You're big. You don't understand how Premier League football clubs work. You don't understand transfers. Stop this now, mate. It's embarrassing. I'm so fed up with all these people who don't understand how football clubs operate. There are podcasts. Go and watch them. Go and watch them.
Can I just add on to it? Can I just add on to it? I think there's only really a few football clubs that the act fast works for, and it's not for the clubs that are struggling like us. The ones that act fast, for example, if Man City went to Adam Wharton's agent and went, look, we want Adam, but we're not waiting around for 2 months. We want him. This is we'll make a couple of package. But we want it done quickly. If he doesn't, we're moving on. We've got 2 other targets that we'll talk to. Man City and the Arsenals, for example, are the sort of teams that can go, we want it done now if we're not waiting around. Tottenham, if Tottenham went to we can role play this. I think if Tottenham went to Adam Morton's agent and went, look, we want to get Adam's deal done immediately, he'll go, no, look, he wants to move, but he's not in a rush right now because there's other suitors that are above you at the moment. We have the audacity of Tottenham, for example, to go and say to him, well, if you don't want to come to Tottenham immediately, we don't want you. They'll go sit going, you guys just fucking finished 16th or whatever this season. What right do you have to tell us that we have to act fast? Yeah. Who do you think you are? Kind of. He will have teams all over asking questions. We're not a suitor. For example, though, however, I'll flip it. When we were doing well under Pochettino and we were second and we were challenging at that stage, if you want to call it, up there, we can go, look, Adam, we're building something big. You're the next step to take us to winning titles, but we want you in, sell you the dream. He'll go, okay, sure. Or I don't know. I think
Perchy. We've just got to sell him the project. I'd love somebody to sell this project to a player.
Yeah,
I would love Danny. What on earth are you selling? What?
I'm selling that we have the longest bar, that we have the biggest stadium in the championship.
Honestly,
I'm also selling that we've got a pitch that a lot of players like to get injured on. So it's a great project.
Can look? I'm not even going to do the jokey thing. I don't see the point. I'm sitting there going, Wharton starting role in a team would be a very attractive option. Do you realise that we are currently forget about Adam Wharton at this stage?
Hang on, do you remember? Didn't they say this about Semenyo though? Oh, do you know my big bugbear, guys? And we're going to end in 5 minutes. But my big bugbear is fans that sit on panel shows and tell the world what football clubs need that they don't support. What I mean is, every time Spurs are interested in a player, everyone goes on and goes, well, Arsenal don't need a winger. Arsenal don't need a striker. Arsenal don't. And you're like, one, you don't know what they want or need. Two, the reason these clubs are big clubs is because they buy multiple players for positions.
Yeah.
Right? And yet people think, listen, I'm going to put this to you. You think Spurs and Man City and Arsenal all ring Adam Wharton, and those 2 clubs are going to go, yeah, Adam, you're going to be part of this squad. You're going to play loads of games, but obviously you're not guaranteed every minute. You think he's going to go, I'll go Spurs then because I'll play every minute, even though they're not in Europe. I mean, what are we doing here?
I want to know. I still want to know what the project is at Tottenham. What? What is the project? We're not competitive. Like Adam Ward, for example, I know you want to wrap it up, and I'll be really, really quick. Yeah, it is pure arrogance at this stage. It is pure and utter arrogance. Like, do you know what makes me laugh, right? And I'll leave it at this bit. What makes me laugh? If Tottenham had signed, I'm just going to pluck names. It doesn't have to just pluck a Tonali, I don't know, Anthony Gordon, a Jack Grealish, and they sign those quickly, and you go, look, we're collecting, we're getting some top players in, Adam. Do you want to be a part of this? We're changing everything. This is what we want to do. That is a selling point. But we're so arrogant in the mindset of one player. Adam Wharton looks at Tottenham and goes, I'm better than that right now. He could have the choice of who he wants to go to. And the fact that we think that we have this arrogance, Sander Berg's a great example. I even think he looks at us and goes, there's a better suitor for me. And we have the audacity to think we're going to pick Crystal Palace's best player up. It's arrogance.
But like, the problem is everyone's assuming that every player, right, can only get good money at Spurs and that all they care about is money, because people have convinced them that everyone's a mercenary. Benji came on my show the other day and called Mbuemo a mercenary. He's on 250 grand a week playing for Man United. These are not mercenaries. They're very well paid men, right? People have to learn the difference between a mercenary. A mercenary would be this. If Erling Haaland left Man City right now, at this stage in his career, to go to Saudi for £1 million a week, that's a mercenary.
Sure.
Right? That's a mercenary, right? Not that £500,000 a week isn't good, but going there for £1 million, right?
Sure.
That's a mercenary. But players going to Man United for whatever, 160, 200, whatever he's on, I don't care what he's on, right? That's not a mercenary. These are very well-paid people in a very well-paid industry.
Sure.
Right? And does that mean then, is Romero a mercenary? Because he's on 200 grand a week at Tottenham.
Yeah. Like if we get relegated and Romero leaves to go and get paid very handsomely at another club, does that make him a mercenary? No, of course it doesn't.
Do you know the problem, Perchy? Is most fans that don't support Spurs get this, but our fans can't quite grasp what level we're at. They can't grasp it. They don't think that it's got anything to do with the fact that we don't ever win titles or Champions Leagues. They don't think it's anything to do with that. They have convinced themselves that if we offer the same money to a player as Man City, that player chooses us over Man City. Forget that they've got Pep. Can you imagine? Adam. I know we don't speak to Adam. Adam Wharton's agent, right? Let's call him John. John, we want Adam. Yeah, don't go to Man City. What do you mean? He's going to be playing with Erling Haaland.
Yeah.
Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden, Jeremy Doku, Semenyo, Diaz, Donnarumma. No, but we're gonna sell you the project because Ringo said, if I sell you the project, you're gonna come to Tottenham.
Yeah,
what
project? It's insane.
Sorry, I'll tell you the project. The project at Man City is they win.
Win every year.
The project is Man City fight every year for a title and win, right? Our fans are crazy, right? Like, they are crazy. People going, Harry Kane should have stayed. Why?
Why?
Like, what? We don't.
Why?
Honestly. I remember
I'm going to say something that people won't like. I don't want us breaking the wage budget at all at the moment. I don't trust the football club at the moment to go and get 250 grand a week players. Fuck that. Go and get players that are going to get us stable again.
Not now. They're not going to do that now.
No. But my point is, I hear all this about. I hear
playing second fiddle to Rodri. Like, honestly,
you don't get it how it works, my man.
This guy truly believes that Adam Wharton would pick Tottenham over Manchester City. Like, this is
insane.
You don't think he looks at Rodri and goes, right, well, Rodri might only be there for another year or so. I can go there, play a bit part role, and then take at Rodri's position.
Learn from the absolute best player in the world. What are you doing?
In the world. But no, he wouldn't want to do that. He'd want to join Tottenham and be part of a project which has seen us 17th and 16th.
It's insane. It's insane.
Can I just say something, right? I think I think, right, that if we played the way we did against Arsenal, as bad as it was, up until Kolo Muani scored the second goal, and it should have been allowed, right? Up until that moment, if we played like that, even if against the teams who are better than us right now, I think we've got a chance. We'll definitely stay up. I think we will. If we can go 2-2 against Arsenal, and really it should have been 2-2.
Danny, I can't disagree more. I thought we were absolutely shit.
I didn't say we could. I'm just saying that
You said
if
if
we
we play like that, we were opened up like a can of worms.
Well, we were
yeah,
crap.
but we were still able to get 2 goals against them.
Oh, I'm not having that. I thought Arsenal should have. Arsenal in the first half should have been about 6-1. They absolutely. They were. I actually would say.
But they weren't, Perchy.
They should have been. They were crap in the first half.
But they weren't. So if that's Arsenal against us doing that,
if we're judging it like that, that's mental. That's insane.
Oh no, that's football, mate. That's how football is. Football is a mental game.
But I'm not glossing over our performance against Arsenal because they were awful in that first half and should have been about 4-0 up.
They had 12 shots and 77% possession in that first half.
If they wanted to, they could have had us in the. It could have been a cricket score.
And I'm honest,
any of the game.
It could have been, but they didn't. That's what I'm saying to you.
But that doesn't mean that.
Yeah, but you're not listening. What I'm saying is, in football, anything can happen, right? And if we go against a team where we're not conceding or we get unlucky, we get lucky, or however it was, we have a chance.
In what sense? For what?
I don't think we're going to go down.
Yeah, but no, hang on. But whether we go down or not, I don't think that's benchmarked again about how we played in that first hour against Arsenal. We were horrific.
I know we were, but I'm saying we still went in 1-1 against Arsenal at half time.
I think that should not be a barometer of Tottenham, but a barometer of Arsenal.
And also, if we look at the home, what's the home game?
I think if we're starting to look, if we're trying to find positives out of that first half because Arsenal didn't take.
Declan Rice messed up and gave us a goal.
Declan Rice. Let's be fair. If that went in at half time at 1 and we were 1-0 down, we're sitting there going, "We thank the Lord that we're not losing this game by the game's not out of sight." I mean, do you know what happens?
Perchy, but you're not listening to what I'm saying. I understand that. I'm not stupid, right? I'm saying that football, anything can happen, and the fact is, we were shit, but we still went in 1-1 at half time against Arsenal.
Right, I don't get your
point. Not what you said, Danny. You said if we play how we did up until that goal and up until the Muani second goal, the point is for that hour up until the Muani second goal, we were battered from pillar to post.
Yeah, we were. But I'm saying, I still think though, if that goal stood, I think it's a different game.
I don't. I think Arsenal would have just gone up and
go on and score 4-5 anyway.
They would have done what they did anyway. I thought I don't know.
That's opinions. We will never know.
Oh no!
Sure,
I think
from minute 1 to minute 90. I don't know
statistically, the game showed me how it would have panned out. You think that we would have held out to a draw? I think. Do you know what happens? This is copium.
No, it's not, because anything can happen in football, Perchy, and that's the way I look at it.
Yeah, but we can use this argument. Anything can happen, but probability is we were getting battered anyway. We would have
the probability, but like I said, it's an opinion, and none of us truly will ever know.
Yeah, but Danny, from that argument, I could.
It doesn't matter, Perchy. That's the opinion. The opinion is.
Hang on. There's opinion, and then there's facts. Because look at what Arsenal did to us in both games. The facts are Arsenal battered us for 180 minutes across both games.
I'm not saying they didn't. I'm saying it doesn't matter. I'm saying that if it was 2-2, we don't know what could have happened. Anything could have happened.
Sure, but
the probability is that we lose, Danny, right? But it doesn't mean that we couldn't have ridden out that game and drawn 2-2.
But Danny, from that argument, though, that argument is like me saying, well, Wolves aren't mathematically relegated. They might stay up this season. You would sit there and go, you're mental. They're getting relegated this season.
We won't accept. This is what I mean. As a fan base, we don't accept reality.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is, though? It's the Harry Kane effect. because Harry Kane broke the probability bracket because he was meant to be shit and became good. We almost believe everything. Anything can happen. Sure. From that mindset, I can sit there and say, oh, well, anything can happen. Wolves are going to stay up this season. We all know Wolves are going to get relegated because the probability is that they're going to go down. It's nonsense.
But couldn't we do this from every single game of football?
Exactly.
You could say, if this game had stopped at 1-0, if that game had got to 1, the facts are, though, you can use the word opinion all you want. The facts are that they absolutely hammered us. The facts are they hammered us.
I know, but
when we're saying that goal shouldn't have stood or should have stood, if Mwani's going to be dumb enough to put both his hands up on a defender in front of the ref, you are asking the ref to make a decision. It's so silly.
But what I'm saying is, Sav, it's not beyond the realms of possibility that a team gets absolutely battered and the other team wins, because we used to do that under Pochettino often enough, where we would batter the team and we'd lose.
This is a different conversation.
Yeah,
no, it's not. It's the same thing. Because if a team can play well and they don't put their chances away, and the other team gets one chance and one goal, they can win the game. That's how football works.
I'm so confused what's happening.
Danny,
I'm really confused.
Did you notice, though, what happened in that second half? Arsenal up the tempo, up the ante, and then they absolutely... Do you know what? At 3-1, they were walking with the ball at 3-1. Did anyone watch that? After they scored that third goal, they were walking... They basically went, game done. Job done. We don't have to... Like, if they wanted to, they could have put 6s and 7s past us in that second half. They chose not to.
But the point is, Danny started just by saying, if we play the way we did up until that goal, but the facts are we played horribly. Forget whether that goal was given or not, and if that could have been given. But the facts are we played terribly up until that goal. And Danny said, if we keep playing like that, we'll be all right. We can't play like that again. If we play like that again, we're battered again.
I don't mean in the sense of playing that style of football. I'm talking about where if we can ride out teams and take our chances when we get them, I think that's the only way we're going to score goals at the moment.
But our chances, we had 2 chances in that game, right?
I don't know what this is. Copium of the highest order. Like, if I hear this Wolves thing one more time, Ellie, Wolves weren't playing Arsenal in a North London derby.
Yeah.
Wolves were not. I don't understand how people don't get this. When you play in a North London derby, Arsenal were never going to play the way they played in that second half against Wolves. Arsenal came out from the first 10 seconds, Arsenal got that ball and didn't give it back, right? They battered us from pillar to post. And then I remember at half time in my chat, people are going, God, this is better. And I'm like, what are you watching? It
was one of the worst halves of football. That first half, I don't get what anyone is sitting there saying that it was the worst half of football I've seen all season. It was horrific. I don't know what people watched in that first half against Arsenal that made them go, it was better. And it's always a bit of luck. We got a massive chunk of luck. Look, hear me out. We play like that against Fulham, they will beat us. Like, I don't get this. If we play like we did against Arsenal, Fulham beat us. Crystal Palace beat us. Nottingham Forest beat us. That was one of the worst football matches I've ever seen.
Ellie, no one's saying goals don't change games, right? But when we scored against Arsenal, that goal didn't change the game. Arsenal came out and battered us after we scored that goal. Arsenal are superior to us in every single... But again, this is copium. Ellie, you're the person that said to me today, well, Wolves got a draw against them. And you're like, oh my God, yes, but Wolves... The copium. It's as though we don't want to watch games and be brutally honest about how shit we are. Like, listen, we could turn around and say this in any game. I could say, if we didn't make that mistake against Chelsea that led to their goal when they beat us 1-0 at it was 1-0, wasn't it? White Hart Lane.
Yeah.
Right? We could have won that game. but we were shit the entire game and never looked like scoring. You know, Chelsea battered us. So it's like there's a theme. Everyone keeps battering us. We are not good enough to get anything against Arsenal. I'm so confused. I'm really confused.
I just look. I hear this all the time about goals change things. I hear this. Realistically, do they? Did anyone genuinely think, even if we equalised, that we were getting anything out of that game? Like they were in what mind is? I feel like I watched a different game.
In the mind that you take a chance and you score a goal and it can change everything, even if you play like shit.
No,
that's football.
Okay, we played like shit in the first half. What happened after we scored the goal against Arsenal? They just took the ball and dominated again, didn't they?
Yeah, of course.
That goal didn't change the game at all.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
but I'm saying that if it was 2-2, you never know what can happen. We don't know.
Of course, but realistically, listen, we can all play the you never know card. Realistically, right? Realistically, do you truly believe that if that game had gone 2-2, that Arsenal wouldn't have just kept going down the other end and opening us up like a can of worms again? They opened us up all game, like all game.
I just find it crazy. Like what? Like, but do you know what it is? Is this disallowed goal almost has given the free pass to go? Well, what if? And I think that and unfortunately, what's happening is now everyone is doing this what if, acting like all of a sudden it changes anything. Like we were humiliated. I don't think people realize it was whether or not. The facts are, we got battered. Like we didn't. Let's be fair, right? We didn't look like it was ever going to stay 2-1, right? The goal gets disallowed. From Danny's mindset is that the goal would have changed anything. Let's just say it didn't change anything though. But they turned us over.
That's not what I said.
If there were 10 minutes left. I think if that game goes 2-2 with 10 minutes,
sure, that's a different conversation.
10 men behind the ball, see out the game. But that happened with about 35 minutes left, right, of the game. Right.
Perchy.
And Arsenal did what they did from minute 1 right the way through to minute 90. No matter whether we scored or not, they just battered us. They just dominated us.
I know, but what I'm still saying is none of us will ever know, and it's true, that if that goal stood, you don't know how it could have affected the game.
But that doesn't. But
regardless of how good Arsenal were.
But Danny, we could use that for absolutely everything in life.
But that's football, mate. That's how it works.
No, do you know what's football? The better teams beat
No.
the
That's a load of shit, Perchy, man.
Come
off it. Come on. Not in the Premier League. What are you talking about? In the Premier League, anyone can beat anyone on their day. That's as simple as that.
Sorry. I hear this all the time. Same as every league. Same as every
every single league in the world.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly it. So if that's the case.
Let me throw this out there then. Let's get some evidence. Danny, when did Arsenal or Man City last lose a game in the Premier League to someone shit?
I don't know. I'd have to look.
No, right, but anyone beats anyone? Not true, is it? Right. Yeah. When did it last happen in La Liga? When did it last happen in La Liga?
I don't know. Saturday. I don't follow La Liga.
On Saturday.
Real Madrid lost to Osasuna.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But I always hear this. Everyone goes, in this league, anyone beats anyone. Same as every other league. It's the same as every other league. It happens more in other leagues than it does in the Premier League. I can't think this season who of Man City or Arsenal lost to that was shit and down the bottom.
I would have to check. I don't know. I don't remember the results.
I'm not saying to you. I'm asking everyone in the chat. Can anyone tell me the last time a team, bottom 3, beat a team in the top 3? Because I always hear anyone can beat anyone on the day.
Didn't we beat Man City at the beginning of the season?
Oh, Spurs did. Yeah, we did. We're shit. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
PSG lost last week, didn't they? To Rennes?
No, it wasn't Rennes.
It was someone.
I'll have a look. It
shouldn't have been losing to. But I don't actually think it happens in the Premier League ever. Who have Arsenal lost to this season?
Good point, actually. Actually,
Arsenal have lost 3 games this season. Man United, that's not a shock.
Aston Villa.
They've lost to Villa, who were in
Yeah.
the top 4. And
Hang on, I'll tell you. I can't remember. Who was the other team they lost to? It was Man United.
We said that.
Oh, Man United.
Man United, Villa, and one other. I can't think of the other.
Liverpool.
Right. So Arsenal haven't lost to anyone. Anyone can beat anyone. That's not true. Man City, who have they lost games to this season? They've lost to us. They lost to Villa.
Man City lost to...
They lost to us. They lost to Villa.
They lost to Man United. They lost to Newcastle, Villa,
Liverpool, Man City, and
Brighton.
Villa.
Brighton was the other one.
So
and Tottenham.
In the Premier League, anyone can beat anyone, but they don't. That's what that means is all the teams in the middle beat each other all over and over and over and over again. But let's be fair, no one's hardly beating City. No one's beating Arsenal. No one's really beating Villa.
If you count the 2 best teams in the country, there's been 2 what you would call upsets, right? Tottenham beating Man City and Brighton beating Man City. Apart from that, name me one other big shock in the Premier League. None. Look, and you're right. I think Savva's got a point. What? No, but Savva's got a great point. All the teams in the middle beat each other, and everyone thinks, anyone can beat anyone. The teams at the top rarely lose games of football in the Premier League, and if they do,
that's like that in every league as well.
No,
it's the same in every league. The teams at the top rarely lose because they're at the top, right? That's why they're they rarely
lose. But this year in the French league, I've seen PSG upset by lower level teams. I've seen Real Madrid upset by poor teams. Barcelona have lost to
Barcelona lost to Girona the other day, and Real Madrid lost to Osasuna the other day. Real Madrid lost to Sociedad. They lost to what was the other team? Sevilla battered them in the league. When we do this,
listen. I don't disagree in essence that goals can change games, but I think you've got to have the players that play in that game. That the problem was for me is that we weren't in the game. It wasn't like we were all over Arsenal, had a few chances, and we got back in the game. It was like one chance we had and scored. That pattern of play, we all know, whether we want to admit it to ourselves, the pattern of play we all know would have just been Arsenal would have taken the ball again and dominated. They did it at Highbury. They did it at the Emirates. They did it at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And I get what people are saying that goals change games, but who in that team was capable of changing that game for Tottenham? Who in that team was capable of? They had 20 odd shots in the game.
Williams Barnett.
Huh?
Williams Barnett.
I just think look. I don't necessarily games do, but I think I think. Do you know what it is? It's copium though, in the sense of that we're just coping because we got battered again in a North London derby. That all of a sudden
we do ref decisions. How many times after the game when we're shit? Not saying Danny, but whenever anytime something happens, it's referees. It's almost as though we don't want to look at the one big factor that we're shit. We don't want to look inwards at how bad we are. We would go, but what if? Well, you could say what if, but what if Arsenal, one of Arsenal's shots didn't fly past the post and instead went inside the post, right? We could play this what if game all day long,
Savva,
right?
Can you bring up the fixtures again?
What if Saka didn't score those? Sorry, what?
Could you bring up the remaining fixtures again?
How many points do you think we're getting?
Oh, just everyone. Oh, okay. That's what I was going to ask you, boys. How many points do you think we're going to get in the remaining fixtures?
7 to 9.
I said 7.
7 to 9. 1, 2, 7.
I think I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong.
I think it could be 9 if we beat Everton on the final day. That's my only changing one.
We might have 1 or 2 players back by then.
Yeah, but you're talking
my worry, Danny. My worry with all of it is all the players
hell.
players that are due to come back soon are all the defenders.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. My worry is that still none of the players that actually affect that way are due to come back. I think Kudus is due back at the end of March, beginning of April, and he's going to have been out for 3 months, 3.5 months.
And you're then talking about Kulu and Madison, who might come back in the last 2 or 3 games, who would have no match fitness.
Yeah.
And you're just hoping at this point. Look, I don't think. I ask this question: if we don't win our next 3, which is Fulham, Palace, and Liverpool, do you sack Igor Tudor?
No.
Why?
I genuinely don't think it matters.
Yeah,
I don't think it matters.
I genuinely don't think it matters.
Have you got Savva?
Everyone convinced themselves. Everyone convinced themselves, and Danny, I think you're going to agree with me on this one. Everyone convinced themselves that it was anyone but Frank wins games.
Right.
Anyone but Frank.
Yeah.
Right? Well,
I wanted Frank to stay.
That theory is about to be tested, and I can't take that seriously. You can't tell me Mohamed Kudus is crap. That's absolutely ridiculous. He's one of our better players, right? This is the thing. We're about to see whether that's true, right?
Yeah.
Thomas Frank, like him, don't like him, hate him, love him, whatever your feelings. Anyone in the chat? Thomas Frank got 29 points from 26 games, right?
Yes.
That averages you being safe to stay up. Whatever you think about it, whatever trajectory you're on, right? You all agree that anyone with that many points after that many games is on a trajectory to stay in the Premier League, right?
Savva, do you want to play a little game?
Hang on, Danny.
Wait.
Hang on. You agree, right? You agree with that?
Yeah.
Right? So, the people now that have said anyone but Frank, there's no excuse now. If it was purely Frank, there's no excuse. All that Tudor needs to do is keep the average that Frank had over the season and Spurs stay up. If it was anyone, does that make sense? From 12 games, all he's got to do is find 9 points, realistically, to stay up.
So
3 wins.
The game ties into Sav. I'm going to send you the link in the back end, right? If you've got time to, if you want to do it, it could. Be
I've literally I've got to finish in the next 5. I'm shattered.
Same.
I was going to say there's a website that basically you can put the scores in, and it shows you where you move up to in the league, and you can do it.
I've done this. I think Palace and West Ham get anywhere between 9 and 12.
No, I'm
points.
saying that we can go through the scores of the rest of the games of the season. We'll predict a score, and then we can see where we would finish based on our prediction. It's a table.
But I did it. I've done the predictions of West Ham and Forest on their results.
Don't need to worry about. Have a look.
But my point is, I think
it's just visible for people to see. That's all.
Do you want to do it? I don't mind it.
Yeah, Danny, I'll do this tomorrow. I'll do this tomorrow. If I sit going through the last 10 round of fixtures for every football club, I'm going to be shattered. But see, no Destiny. He should keep us up. That's the point. We were sitting with 12 Premier League games to go on 29 points. They showed earlier on no team has ever been on 29 points at that stage of the season and gone down. Tudor has taken us over 5 points above the relegation zone. He's not picked us up in the bottom 3.
Yeah.
He's got to keep us up.
Yeah.
Everybody said it was anyone but Frank, but Frank's average of points was enough to keep you in the Premier League. All Tudor needs to do, right, is win 3 of his last 12 games to stay up, right? Frank got you 29 points. You now need another 9 points, roughly 10 points, right? So if Tudor keeps us up because he gets 3 wins, but he also, no, Destiny, no one's doubting that. But the facts are he left us with 29 points from 26 games. That's enough to stay up on that average. Tudor's come in. His job now is to just get us over the line. Right? Now, what makes me laugh about people like that? When he says, if Tudor keeps you up, admit I was wrong about what? What am I, Destiny? You've turned really weird in this show. Wrong about what? Wrong that I wanted a manager like Frank to come in, be backed, and have a few years. I didn't anywhere say I want to give Frank 6 months, no backing, and sack him. Nowhere did I say that. But again, this isn't about Frank or Tudor. This is just about getting over the line, right? And Thomas Frank had 29 points after 26 games. He left us 5 points above the relegation zone. Do you, Danny?
Yeah.
Perchy, you see what I'm saying, right?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Tudor has not picked us up 5 points off safety. We are 5 points the other way. So Tudor has to keep us up, right?
Yeah. In theory, I think the best way to look at it, right? You're right. We were 5 points when we sacked Frank. We were 5 points ahead. So in theory, as long as we finish 5 points above the relegation zone, he has stabilised where we needed to be, right?
Absolutely.
As long as we are just basically matching West Ham and matching Forest, that's all his job is. I think what keeping us up, like, I think you're making it out like we're Burnley at the moment, going if Igor Tudor keeps us up in Burnley situation, we were wrong. Like, no, like we just don't have to be that shit.
Destiny is exactly what's wrong with football fans in 2026. He wants to point score on a manager versus a manager rather than worrying about Tottenham being safe. Right now, Thomas Frank's gone. Who gives a shit? Thomas Frank is not the manager of Tottenham Hotspur. He has taken his £10 million payoff or whatever he got. He's sitting at home and he's got his feet up waiting for his phone to ring, right? And he'll get another job and he'll do a good job somewhere.
Yeah.
But we are so insistent on online fans like Destiny are so insistent on, but what if he gets it? Are you going to be wrong? Are you going to be wrong? Are you going to be right? I didn't think we were going to get relegated under Thomas Frank if he stayed. So the question you're asking me is wrong. I think we would have scrambled enough points, whoever is manager, to stay up. But people like you want to do, well, you admit you were wrong. You were wrong. Wrong about what?
Because you could argue it and you could flip it the other way and go, if Tudor gets us sacked, were we right to sack Thomas Frank? Do you know what I mean? So if you're going to play that game, give
me some positives. I'll tell you what, this is what I love, right? Can I tell you what I love about people like Destiny, or I'm starting to think of trolls, right? This is the guy that just now in the chat said, Kudus is crap anyway. Then 2 minutes later, I'm fed up of the negativity. Which one is it, mate? Which one is it? Sorry, isn't Kudus one of our best players? And we're calling him crap. Like, mind blown. This fan base blows my... No,
I'm obsessed about staying in the Premier League at the moment.
I'm obsessed with staying in the Premier League, you donut. Right? Destiny, you're the one that went, well, you admit you're wrong. Dude, you're the one that tells me Bergvall is brilliant, but Kudus is crap. Like, I don't get you. I don't get you at all. Right? No, I do not get you in one way, shape, or form. Right? Right now, no one should be worrying about Ange Postecoglou. No one should be worrying about Thomas Frank. No one should be worrying about Paratici. Right now, we should be worrying about getting enough points to stay in the Premier League.
Right? The next win, we should be worried about where our next win's coming from. And I think, these conversations are happening right now because West Ham are chipping away. And I think that's the key bit for me. West Ham are chipping away. Do you know what worries me? West Ham's draws at the moment are scaring me. Because West Ham will chip away and get a draw. Let's just say, because they played before us, by the way. Let's just say West Ham go to Anfield and get a point. Right? They get a point at Anfield.
Destiny, mate, you're going to get blocked. If you keep saying shit like this, you're just going to get blocked. By the way, you spelt "you're" wrong, right?
I don't know what wrong about what, though. I don't get what we're wrong about.
What am I wrong about? I'm wrong that I want Spurs to get enough points to stay up, and that Frank and right. Do you know what? Every time I turn on a YouTube channel, I see people arguing about Frank versus Ange. Right? I hate to break it to fans. Neither of them are at the football club right now. Right? I have said I don't care. I don't care about Idol Tudor. Right? I didn't want him. I didn't not want him. I don't care. He's here to do a job, keep us up. Right? He joined the club 5 points above relegation, with 12 games and 36 points available, right? His job is to keep us up. If he doesn't and gets us relegated, right, the board had made the wrong decision in sacking Frank, right? If he keeps us up and then leaves, they've made the right decision. But let's not pretend he's some sort of genius if he gets us 6 to 9 points in the last 12 games of the season. Like, this is madness. This is absolute madness.
This is the thing, right? And this is what
Destiny, you're not being attacked. You're not being attacked. Mate, I saw you in the channel earlier having a dig at Perchy, having a dig at me. I see you. You always do it. I see your comments in my YouTube section after my shows. I always see you having a dig, right? This isn't about me being right or wrong. I've not said I'm right about anything. I've said what we all need is Tottenham to get enough points to stay up. You're out there going, yeah, Kudus is crap. Kudus is crap. Kudus is crap. We need Kudus. Right now, would you rather a team with Kudus or without Kudus?
Yeah. Right now, we're having to play what? Conor Gallagher at right wing?
No one at right wing. But it's what I mean. Point scoring is more important to people.
I think we need to start. We need to, guys. I think it's a great point. I think we need to stop worrying about you wanted Thomas Frank and now he's sacked. Blah blah blah. I said, look, let's not worry about that shit. That shit is irrelevant. Whether I want a manager, whether I don't want a manager, whether I think this guy's the right guy, fuck that. Whether or not I think Igor Tudor will keep us up, or if he doesn't, he has to. There's no conversation of if he will. He has to, because if we get relegated, this is the thing. We're so worried about stupid shit right now that if we do get relegated, I'm not going to be sitting here if we got relegated going to you going, well, see, this is what happens for sacking Frank. I'm sitting there going, we've just got fucking relegated. I couldn't give a shit.
If we get relegated on the last day of the season, people will start using it as a point scoring exercise rather than shit. We've just got relegated, right? I'll say this once and for all, right? What I actually said about Thomas Frank, and you boys know this, we talk offline. I wanted someone like Thomas Frank to come in, have a couple of years, stabilize the club, get backed, and get us back to some sort of normality. Yeah. Nowhere did I say I want Thomas Frank to come in, not get a replacement for Son, not get players in, have a horrific injury list, and get sacked after 6 months. And what we will see, I truly believe this. I don't know if you guys believe this, right? I truly believe Thomas Frank will get another job at another club, and he'll do well because he'll be given time. Right, the fans won't get on his back from minute one. He'll get back. They'll have a proper recruitment plan, and he will do a good job. Good job, right? Yeah. At Spurs, this is what we do. We have managers that come in, pick up a shit show, and then that manager takes the blame for the shit show they've picked up. Yeah. Right? So look at people immediately at the weekend. Tudor, 1 game in, people going, he's shit. His tactics are shit. You know, hang on, look at what he's picked up. Look at the injury crisis he's picked up. Look at, right? And this is the problem with online football chat like this now, is it's all about immediacy, right? You look at all the clubs who have done well, their managers have been there for ages. I'll ask that question, right? You tell me who's doing well in the Premier League right now. I don't mean after 5 games like Carrick. Who's doing really well in the Premier League that's only been in their job a few months? Look at all the clubs doing well. Aston Villa, right? Unai Emery's been there nearly 4 years. Eddie Howe.
Yeah.
Right? Arteta, Pep Guardiola, right? Yeah. Slot's been there now for 2 years, right? You look at Brighton, Glasner at Crystal Palace, right? Silva at Fulham, right? But what do? We will give a manager 6 months
stability
and then go, they've not changed anything in 6 months, even though all the players are the same.
Yeah.
Right?
someone in the chat saying, good shout. Brentford's a good shout. Keith Andrews has been there this season doing well.
Why?
Exactly. Ask
Why?
yourself why.
He has picked up a club that is very well run, has been stable for 7 to 10 years, has a great recruitment policy, has a great track record of buying and selling, right? And he didn't pick them up in a mess. He picked them up in mid-table. And where are they right now? Right? They're 3 points off mid-table. So
I'll flip it here. Name me a football club that is run chaotically doing well. One football club name me one football club that is chaos going well. Forest are chaos, not doing well. Tottenham are chaos, not doing well. Wolves are chaos, not doing well. Chelsea go from one moment having 4-game wins in a row to having 4-game losses in a row. They're all up and down, up and down. So
I have a question.
Go on.
Sorry, mate. This is what I mean. You've literally, Destiny, you've literally come into my show, right? And said you hate the negativity, yet you are dunking on one of our better players that we really miss, right? Everyone agrees that we need Kudus. When you're saying his stats are embarrassing, now look at a player that you are adamant is amazing in Bergvall. Now look at his stats for 2 years. They're atrocious. So which one is it, Destiny? If you can't see that Kudus is one of our best players, I really worry. I really worry. And this is what I mean, Perchy. All the time when we talk, players like Kudus get shit on. Players like Bergvall get praised. Why? Because one's a child and one isn't.
Yeah, I say this all the time. There is currency in Tottenham if you are under the age of 21. Currency.
This is mad. Imagine watching Kudus, and that's the player you're gonna call crap.
What can I just read something out? He talks about stats of crap. 19 matches, 2 goals, 5 assists. His mate Bergvall, that he loves so much, has had his stats this season: 17 games, 1 goal, 2 assists. If we're going to play the stat game, trust me, you can't play the stat game with me. I'm not having that one. It's crazy. It is crazy.
But again, you see what I mean, Perchy? Our fans, Bergvall, pedestal, Kudus shit, right? That's where we're at. That's why whenever we are linked with a player, people like Destiny poo-poo them, right? They're not good enough for Tottenham. Bergvall, who's done the square root of nothing in his career so far to date, but Villa want him, but Chelsea want him. Oh my.
Bergvall's stats, by the way, at Tottenham: 71 games played, 2 goals, 6 assists. So if we're going to play the childish stat game on players that you like, and I know I'll get the same response. He's just a kid. It will be the same.
Let's compare a child to see what I mean. Because he's a child, because he's a kid, doesn't matter what he does.
I'm telling you, there is currency in being under the age of 21 at Tottenham. There's currency. If you are under the age of 21, you get a free pass. And by the way, I'm not having a go. I'm using Bergvall to prove your point. By the way, and someone made a good point that everyone's been shit this season. This isn't a points on one.
Barcelona only wanted. You know what Barcelona offered Bergvall, don't you? They offered him B team.
Yeah, he was meant to be going into their athletic team. Yeah,
right. They offered him their essentially their youth team,
second team. Yeah, the reserves.
Destiny. And again, dude, I don't know. You've become really weird this show. You've become really, really weird. What I don't mind is, right? What I don't mind is if you are going to turn around and say you hate negativity, but then slam one of our best players, that's weird. Then, if you're going to use stats but praise Bergvall, who's got no stats at all, that's weird. All I ask for is consistency.
Yeah.
I ask for consistency. If you are going to say Kudus is crap because of his stats, surely Bergvall's worse because of his stats. Surely, no? I'm just playing. I'm just using his.
By the way, Ryan has nailed it. By the way, and I'll pin it. Barcelona do have about 50 players similar to Bergvall, and that's what Barcelona do, right? And if let's be fair, they go there and then if they're not good enough, Barca sell them to a mid-table Spanish team.
Exactly.
And then it's just.
Can we be honest? If Barca wanted him that much, he would be at Barcelona.
Of course he would be.
If Barcelona had said, by the way, and what makes me laugh is people like Destiny thinking, you look at Barcelona and their midfield options. They've got, first of all, the main three, De Jong, Pedri, and Gavi. Right?
Yeah.
After that, they've got players like Casado, Fernandez. They've got all these players, and our fans go, but Barca wanted him. If he was at Barcelona now, he may have seen a few first-team appearances off the bench.
Savva, I remember saying this to you a few months ago. Honestly, it is so easy to do a transfer for Tottenham. Link them to a big football club, and everyone goes, well, Bayern Munich wanted them. Oh, yeah. Barcelona. It's easy, isn't it? Oh, Liverpool wanted it. Look, I think Bergwijn...
By the way, have you seen, the problem is, right, watch how Barcelona players pass the ball, right? Watch Bergwijn pass a football. Now, I'm not having a go at Bergwijn, but if we are really going to use the stats to berate Kudus,
it's crazy.
Then praise Bergwijn. I'm confused as to what he thinks is a good player. If Bergwijn's good, but Kudus is shit, I don't get it. I just don't get it.
It's levels. Look, as I said, by the way, I think there's a player in Bergwijn. This is going to sound like people are knocking him. I'm not. But the problem is you can't pivot to one to the other. Go, oh, he's great because he's a kid and he's crap. But it doesn't work like that. You know me very well, guys, and I don't do the whole age thing. I think the age thing is a coping mechanism to protect young.
You want to praise them. Right, you want to praise them, put them on a pedestal, but then when they don't do well, it's, but they're only young. Well,
no, I don't do that crap. I don't do that shit.
Them on a pedestal.
I think Bergwijn will come good, but he's not.
Who this year at Spurs, when we're sitting 16th, can't win a game for love nor money and are facing relegation, right? Who on earth can we turn around and say has got good stats? Like, what are we... What Sarr? Dude, I'll tell you what. Yeah, you're right, mate. When Kudus comes back fit, we shouldn't play him. We'll just play Bergwijn out there. You're right. Destiny's right. Our fans, I've said it before, I'll say it again. And then we're going to end the show, right? Other fan bases laugh at us because of shit opinions like this. Because our fans put players who have done nothing on pedestals. Right? If you are watching Mohamed Kudus and think he's shit, you genuinely don't understand football. If you think Kudus, it's no, mate. Do you think Bergwijn's a better player than Kudus?
Yeah, good question.
There you go. There it is. Just a yes or a no. Nothing about age. Nothing about stats. Is Bergwijn a better player than Kudus? Yes or no, and then we're going to end the show. Yes or no, and then we're going to end the show. Destiny, come on. Sorry, have you seen Bergwijn run with the ball? Yes or no? Come on, Destiny. Is Bergwijn better than Kudus at football? We're going to wrap up the show.
Can I just say, can we normalise, stop using "it's my opinion" and as the benchmark?
See what you get. You can't. You
yes or no?
Get the answer because people like Destiny hide behind age, and you know what they do? Lubo does this, right? I'll call it out. They get a young player, back them. They die on that hill for some reason, and then when they're questioned about it, they hide behind their age.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Why is Yamal finishing second in Ballon d'Ors? He's only a kid.
Yeah.
Why is Pedri and Gavi been in the Barcelona first team since the age of 18? They're only kids.
It's funny. No one mentions age with Erling Haaland, by the way. What? No one ever sits there when Haaland. Here's one. When Haaland has a bad game, no one goes, "Oh, he's only 23. He's only 22." They don't. They go, "Oh, he's had a shit game today." Because
what age did Dele Alli come into our first team?
He was 18.
Sorry, and what did he do immediately in our first team?
Yeah, and when he had a
no
bad
one talked
game,
about him being 18. We just
but
went.
when he had a bad game, no one went, "Oh, he's just a kid. Don't be too harsh." No, if you had a bad game, you had a shit game. But do you know what? Do you know what happens, right? Do you know
Sorry,
how?
just really quickly, right? If you want players to be in the first team, I am going to judge them as first team players, right? If you want them to be judged as kids, I will judge them in the youth team, right? That's why with someone like a Luca Williams-Barnett and a Mikey Moore, I don't really judge them. They're kids. We haven't seen them play properly in the first team. Lucas Bergvall has been a first team player at Tottenham for 2 seasons. He is a Sweden international and in the first team. I will judge him as I will any other first team player. What I've seen so far, I've not really been impressed. He works hard. He's got a good engine. Can't pass a football. Doesn't score. Doesn't assist. Right? But if people like Destiny want to put them on that pedestal, fine. They're going to be judged on that pedestal. What people like Destiny should do, Perchy, is say, decent young player there. I'm looking forward to seeing how he progresses in the next few years. But he's now saying he's better than Kudus.
Mad.
That's mad.
Can we? He's the one though, right? You're right. What happens is age gets used as the excuse as to why a player's not great. I think Bergvall can become a good player, but right now he's nowhere near that level. And the thing is, but it also doesn't help as a football club the environment that we are. But I don't make excuse. You know me. I judge everyone that plays in the first team at the same level. Don't care who you are. If you're playing in Tottenham's first 11, I will judge you if you're 29 or if you're 19. But what I see it happens all the time. You ever say like Bergvall was shit today? Oh yeah, but he was just a kid. No. I don't do that crap because it's the same people. It's the same people that go. Basuma was crap today. Oh, you can't. You judge it how it is. It's funny, isn't it? I always say this. I say this all the time. There is currency in youth, and it is. I genuinely think this. It is why the club go down this route because there's an excuse for kids. There's always an excuse for kids. Because
this is why I don't put them on. Do you know the youngsters I put on a pedestal? Right? Yamin Yamal is on a pedestal. Right?
Yeah.
Phil Foden, when he broke through at the age of 17, on a pedestal because you looked at him and went, wow. Now, when I watched Phil Foden come on for Man City as a kid, I went, yeah, you can play. Like you can play. I've never watched Bergvall and gone, yeah, really good. Now, what I do accept is what you said. I see that there's attributes that I think could become good. But so far, I've seen nothing of him that leads to this love that he gets from people. Because I say he doesn't score. He doesn't assist. His passing is erratic. He runs around the pitch fouling people, right? But as I said, listen, I do have to go. I do have to go, right? But if we are going to seriously have fans that are going to sit there and think, yeah, there you go, proper talented youngster. If we are going to have fans sit there and say Kudus, who I am desperate to get back into this football team, right? They go, he's crap. We don't deserve nice things. We don't deserve nice things. Kudus was triple marked.
I just look, it is what it is. Like
listen, when you're saying at the same time, you said who is there for Bergvall to learn from? Sure, but you're the one putting him on a pedestal. Yeah. I have said I will see what Bergvall is in a few years' time. Right now, he's just another young kid that's done nothing to impress me at all. Same with Archie Gray, same with Tell, same with Odeberg. Right? I'll tell you what's impressed me. Vuskovic going to Germany and being named player of the season so far.
Yeah.
That impresses me. That makes me go, cool. That's something.
There's something about you, yeah.
Right? Esteval at Chelsea. I've seen plenty this year where you go, fuck me, you can play. I've never seen Bergvall do anything that makes me... Rayan. Look at Rayan. He's had 4 Premier League appearances.
5 games. He looks a player, him.
And straight away, I'm watching him going, yeah, you've got this you're raw, but you've got something to work with.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna leave it there, right? I'm gonna leave it there. But if we look, to call Mohamed Kudus crap is just the lowest IQ I can think of. I'm sorry. He is technically an amazing footballer. Yes, he needs to release the ball more, but equally, look at the players he's had around him. You put him in a good team with Harry Kane and Son, suddenly you're seeing different. Guys, Danny, thanks very much for coming on. Appreciate you, mate.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. You're welcome. Perchy, thanks, mate. It's been a long show, but a good one. I like these football chats.
Cheers. Thank you for having me on.
Everyone in the chat, thank you very much. All I ever ask from football fans is, if you're going to have an argument for one player, be consistent. Be consistent. You can't judge one player in the squad against another player. Yeah?
And last thing I want to say as well, for everything that's been going on at Spurs, I solemnly blame Perchy and Savva.
I completely
It's all your fault, guys.
I completely agree with you. Listen, it is what it is. But hey, we'll see what happens, guys. I'll be back some point. I don't think I'm live in the morning. I might be. I don't think I am. Guys. Oh, look at this. Oh, look, Kudus don't walk in. Oh my God. And Bergvall does. Like what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Oh gosh.
Can I just before we do go and lose our minds, is it okay just if people can just check out my donation page as well? That'd be wicked. If you can click on this link before you go, that'd be great. Jump in the gun. That would be amazing.
What's it for, Perch?
I'm doing my darts marathon on Thursday, so it's a Macmillan charity. So if you can, if you can just spare
full marathon.
No, it's a darts marathon. I'm going for 12 hours playing darts for 12 hours straight.
Oh, wicked!
So if you can spare a couple of quid, that'd be amazing.
Remember to switch arms.
Yeah, switch arms.
So apparently Kudus doesn't get into any top 8 team. Sure. Okay. Sure. Anyway, guys, I give up. Honestly, there are times where I do think we do deserve bad things at Tottenham because our fans just say the most ridiculous things. But other than that, it is what it is. Take care. Much love. Let me just see if there's anyone I can send you over to. Is anyone live? It's 11 p.m. Who's live? Who's live in the world of YouTube?
Be someone's live every
Talksport. Saeed is live. I'll send you over to Saeed.
Saeed's brilliant.
He's now talking about third place being a serious possibility. There you go. That's what he's talking about. Guys, girls, when you get over there, just say Savva Raid, FHTV Raid, Destiny. It's all football, my man. Just because you've got a silly opinion doesn't mean I don't like you. All right. Much love. Take care. And as always, yes, Ellie, absolutely. The way people talk about Bergvall, you would think he was Hoddle. Much love. Take care. And as always, come on, you Spurs.